picture of the Andromeda Galaxy from Hubble. You could like zoom way in on it. Did you see that at all?
I did not.
Dude, it is fucking sweet, man. Like,
Did you draw a tick on it?
Oh no, are you talking about the old one that was where you can like zoom in like the grains of sand? Where
Maybe.
it's that huge resolution one? Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
So this
is
it. Dude, that thing is. I've never seen that before. That is fucking insane,
You know what?
dude.
You know what, Josh? This I'm looking at the picture you're talking about right here, and yes, this is an insane picture. But really, what you need to do is you need to download the actual picture because this guy.
I know.
This guy took the picture and then he zoomed in and took a shot. Zoomed in, took a shot.
I think I was reading on the thing that.
There's also a
video. There's a
very high res video on YouTube you can watch where it zooms way the fuck in on this exact picture and shows you like just like how many little tiny dots Hubble can actually see. And that one is better than the picture.
That one was unreal for sure.
But you can just look at the picture from the NASA website and then load it into a browser and then click on it to blow it up and boom, it'll crash your computer because it'll eat up all your memory.
You're right. Yeah, no, that was yeah. I had never seen that before. I was like, oh my god, when I saw that thing, just mind blown.
Hey, while I got you guys here, go to the journal section. Open the sector info, the yellow tab. You guys have access to that, don't you?
Yep, I see it.
Yep.
And like click on Dell. I added some images, some system images. System map. So like you can look at Dell. I added Dell and Mardaskum and Valgurg because that's where you're going. I was going to add Mess and TechDees.
Which one is Dell?
I don't see Dell.
Dell's at the very top.
No, I see that, but like which planet is Dell?
Dell is the system.
Okay.
Okay.
Anu Lakita is.
That's the one with the slavery, with the war planet.
Yeah,
they're importing slaves from all
bunch of badasses is where that one was.
And you guys were, you guys kind of decided you wanted to fight that slavery ring, but now it sounds like you guys are ready to go kitty cat and go chase off some other shiny thing.
Josh, you got a webcam yet, or you still being?
No, I didn't go pick it up. I'm gonna go pick it up on Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay. Oh, what are you doing Tuesday?
I'm going to Zeke's house. That's all.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I was gonna go over this week, and I was a little sick boy for like 4 days, and it just wasn't. Yeah,
that's the wrong week to get. This was spring break. We could have had so much fun.
Dude, I know. Dude, it was so nice. It was so nice outside too. Yeah.
Yep. I keeping it under wraps. I have next week off, and I'm using it to play a shit ton of video games.
Oh,
nice.
We know. I already.
That's why I have my headphones on, so you guys can't ruin it.
We've been slowly buying fishing gear for the last like 2 years, and I finally got like, okay, let's go fishing. We didn't catch shit.
I'm gonna laugh.
Did you get your fishing license?
Listening to the Twitch stream.
Did you get your fishing license?
Yes.
Okay. Like, yeah, we went fishing, and it's like, all of a sudden,
that's
all this fishing gear, and all of a sudden, fishing game fucking writes his ass a ticket.
I figured Zeke was wise enough to buy the fucking license. Yeah, but I was like, you never know.
Dude, those fuckers are ninjas.
Yeah, I know it. And the one thing that I almost didn't realize was that because the first time we went fishing, we just went up to Walterville. We were just up there casting. I was just having the kids cast.
Right.
And somehow Cade managed to unspool like 200 or 300 feet of line off the fucking reel, like just casting. And I was just like, how did you do that? Your cast only went out like 5 or 6 feet. How did you? Anyway, the one thing I realized was the spinners, the lures we were using have barbs on them, and you can't use barbs right now at Walterville or up to Lieberg. You can't fish above Lieberg, and below Lieberg you have to use barbless. You have to catch and release. I think you can keep some, but yes. I had to like get my needle nose pliers out and like cramp down the little barbs so that and I was like, oh man, he definitely would have nailed me. If somebody would have came by, they would have nailed me for that. Catch some noob fucking greenhorn out here fishing, see what kind of regulations we can nail this bastard in front of his kid. That was fun. The second time we went out yesterday, we went out Friday. No, we went out Thursday or Wednesday, and then Friday, and then again on Saturday. Saturday we went up Deerhorn. Drove up there. There's like if you go 6 or 7 miles up that road, there's like a little unknown little boat landing right there.
Deerhorn? That's a ways away. Dude.
No, Deerhorn is right by Walterville. It's
So you have the one up by Deer.
What about Deerhorn Upriver?
no.
Do they connect?
So are you
Don't
talking?
connect.
Well, I mean, you so like up Camp Creek, you have Bellinger, the Bellinger.
No, not
boat
Camp Creek.
landing up there. So, the Deerhorn boat landing. Yeah, there's okay. Yeah,
Oh, I'm
there is
thinking of
one
Deer
up-
Creek. I'm thinking of
Dude,
Deer
yeah,
Creek.
the Deerhorn boat landing is not like
You have the ones right under the bridge, and there is another one that's actually a ways up.
Well, if
up
you
that road.
take, you go over the bridge and turn. If you're going out of town, you go over the bridge, hang a right, and bam, you go to Hayden Bridge Park, right? But then you're on that side of the river, and Deerhorn is on the other. Before you cross
Right
the bridge,
before
you
the
turn
bridge.
right,
Yeah.
and you go up the, I guess the south side of the Mackenzie River,
Mhm.
and it does eventually dead end. It only goes up about 10 or 15 miles before it dead ends. There's probably a
Echoes,
way
what's
to get
going on,
through to,
buddy?
like,
Good seeing you.
those back roads up there by like Lieberg, by like the golf course,
How's it going?
But
Echoes?
I wasn't going to look for him. But there is a boat landing up there that's not listed anywhere. About 6 or 7 miles up there. And I was like, we got up there and there was like this tweaker dudes up there fishing. All right, hang on.
stealing his food.
Hang on, give me a.
Yep, roger that. Ah, shit, dealing with stuff and things. Yeah, I feel you. Been spending much time in Eve lately, or you're still kind of just taking a little bit of a break?
All right, gave my kids their good night spanking. Now I'm back.
Yep.
You get one.
So I mean,
You get
yeah,
one.
taking the kids like fishing initially and everything. Well, river fishing is a different beast. So
Well,
initially
I
why
gotta
they're learning, dude, take them to a lake and just throw a bobber on there.
That's the conclusion I came to. In fact, I told him, I was like, after we were coming home from Deerhorn, which was fine, like it was fine, but we didn't even.
But they're just going to snag all the time. It's not going to be.
Yeah, and
fun
that's
for them,
what we did. We lost like 2 lures up there, and then it started dumping, and it was getting close to noon, and it was like, let's go. But yeah, next time I think we're just gonna go up to Dexter Lake or maybe out to Fern Ridge or I don't know.
Well, even at Lieberg, just go Lieberg while you can use it.
The problem with Lieberg is where in order to like catch anything, you gotta like have a little boat. Like you can't just fish off.
Not
the shore.
you can fish off the shore if you like, rather than parking right in that gravel area, drive down the road even like a quarter mile, where you can be able to sit in those little alcoves. Yeah, the alcoves of the benches and shit. Yeah,
you're talking going across the bridge, right?
Yes,
Or
exactly.
right on the
Yeah.
highway.
Yeah.
You're not talking about being on the highway, right?
Well, you have the little alcoves on the highway that kind of like
That's
crop
not for me.
out. But otherwise, if you cross the bridge and go past it like a quarter mile, that gravel pit, you'll have those other alcoves that you can sit in the trees and everything like that have the benches.
Okay, that's where we'll go next time. Then. Next weekend. Because I definitely want to go again. It's weird how fun it kind of is.
It's enjoyable.
Relaxing.
It's relaxing. I mean, maybe we're not a bunch of kids. I don't know. I don't have any.
You gotta be smart, right? I feel it. I feel the whole you're trying to catch a fish and it's trying to not get caught.
Yeah.
How do I catch it?
Dude, when Matt and I and El Mundo went backpacking last summer, I was like, we were at this way high mountain lake and we fished and caught a bunch of fresh trout. So we had one of the nights for dinner, we had prime rib and trout.
Tucking the kid.
Prime rib and trout while you're backpacking is pretty. It's pretty good, man. That's pretty fucking.
Only
good.
in fucking Oregon, right there, dude.
Yeah, no.
That's an
shit.
Oregonian hiking story.
No
right? I never heard
dude.
one.
Dude, it was great, dude. We brought in the first night we brought it was we had asparagus and lemon and butter and garlic and ribeye in case we didn't catch any fish. Then we caught fish anyway, so it was like.
So Mundo's the Mexican, so I'm assuming you guys made him carry the whole fridge full of.
No,
groceries
actually,
in?
no. Matt was the dumbass that bought all the groceries, so his dumbass carried them all in. Dude, I thought I was gonna die on the way in. I was me and Mundo had a point where we were like, okay, if Matt seizures out, man, what do we we got to drop all of our shit and take him out, right? Because it was he was struggling that bad, man. I was ready.
Matt,
I thought he was gonna. Yeah, dude, Matt's like a little fat wano, man.
Oh, he is. That's my
yeah.
son. He's a little scrawny little fuck.
No. I am taller and bigger than him, but I'm younger than him, so I was fine. I was like, hey, this is cool, dude. Matt was struggling, dude. like I said, actually concerned that we were gonna have to like drop all of our expensive camping gear and haul him out to drive him to get the service somewhere. You know, like it was that bad. It was.
You just gotta stop. You just got when you go hiking like that, you just gotta stop.
Oh, he stopped. Oh, Matt stopped. Matt was like 10 feet stopped, man. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
I mean, when we're
upcoming week, huh? Okay.
He was out of shape, but Matt also packs we had to hike like 2.5 miles in uphill, which isn't a lot, but you know, Matt's he's old, he's out of shape, he's it's rough for him.
Old.
He's just old. Matt, he's just
old.
I mean, you guys are old. I'm almost 30, guys. Like yeah. Like
even when Matt was 20, dude, the dude was still 50. That's like
I mean, yeah. Dude, I mean, Matt's been. I remember Matt from like when he was like living with you guys at the fucking the house,
the couch.
Freaking fifth grade, and the dude still had gray.
But he's been the same Matt my entire existence. He's been the same fucking person. Like, he's never changed. He's consistent. I'll give him that.
Fishing.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, fishing's awesome, dude. Let me know.
I was actually gonna
let me know when you want to. Well, let me know when you want to upgrade and go to hunting.
Nah.
take you out bird hunting.
Fishing's more my speed. Well, bird hunting I did enjoy. I did enjoy
bird hunting's a blast.
Dude. Bird hunting's fun. Yeah, bird hunting's fun.
I don't really want to hunt no deer or anything like
no,
that.
I'm not like I don't like big game hunting, dude. I love the bird hunting where it's like, hey, I can go out and just, even though like I suck, I can disperse a box of shells and have a blast.
Yeah, it's
to me, what it is, and this is one of the things I realized that kept me away from fishing is I don't like cleaning. I don't like cleaning animals. I don't like all the blood and the I just don't like. I like to eat the meat, and blood doesn't scare me, but like.
Yeah, but you're doing like the gruesome part of it, right?
I don't want to rip their guts out. I don't want,
you're cleaning the guts. You're deboning.
That's not a bad thing though. But there's something to be said where you go out fishing and everything, and that night's dinner is you're eating your catch. Be like, hey, I fucking did the work. I caught this shit, and the problem is it makes it taste that much better.
Dude, the fish are like, yeah, I can't like Smeagol grab a fucking fish and just bop it, man. I don't know.
Haven't you ever heard of? No, that's where you go catfishing and you do noodling. Where you hold your arm, your hand is the bait, dude.
I go quote unquote. I fish, right? Like I cast the reel and stuff, but like I hope I don't catch one of the other people I'm with catches. They murder the fish and then I eat anyway. It's great.
That's
great. It works out great. That's what
I was telling Kelsey. I was like, so Kelsey, I hope you don't ever expect me to like bring home fish. Like I'm not cleaning that shit. And she's like, what? Like I'll do it. And I was like, oh, perfect.
Right.
Yeah, it's
that
like
sounds on par. Actually, that sounds like
cleaning fish is no.
If it became necessary to eat.
Only problem is I don't really like trout that much. I don't know. My grandpa kind of ruined me on it when I was a kid with my
fish
mom.
fried.
Dude, trout is amazing. Oh,
bread it, put it in a pan, and fry it and serve it. And it was just like, as a kid, that was like one of the most horrific fucking meals I've ever had.
Rainbow trout is so good.
I do when it's done right. When it's done right, it's so.
I do like fish though. So, and everybody says how good rainbow trout is. So I'm willing to give it a shot because I do like fish. I really do. Seafood is really good. I used to hate it, but I love it now.
No, I love
Except
it.
for oysters, I still don't eat oysters.
I love oysters. All of it.
I knew that.
All of it.
So,
how's that predecessor game been going for you, Echoes?
Where's that some bitch Angel?
Luckily, I'm well stocked on beer, so I'm not going to run out.
Of course, being hired as a coach is pretty badass. I will say that.
Yeah, come on, man. You're too old to be running out of beer.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I told her. I chastise him.
Hey, shut your fucking face. That's.
I mean, fair, but what I'm saying is fair too. So
I got 9 beers this time around. I'm good to go for the night.
That's me. I had 9 as well. I had
got
9
wine, and I'm halfway through it.
I bought some pretty good top shelf weed at TJ's.
No reefer for me when I'm the GM.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine trying to GM and be stoned, but as a player, it's great. It's chaos. I fucking love it. Oh.
Just zone out on the screen that we're on right now. It's like, oh, look at those fucking stars. That's fucking.
I've done it like twice. Dude, it's so sweet, man. It's so sweet.
What would happen is I would be talking intently about something, trying to make some fucking point in some stupidly roundabout way, and just be like, what was I talking about? And that would happen like every 10 minutes. And that would suck.
How many months do you think they're going to need the coach for? Is
it
it going to be an ongoing thing?
Holy fucker. Couldn't remember what the hell he was talking about after.
No. Yeah.
I mean, $200 a month is not bad at all, dude.
A little tiny bit earlier today around lunchtime, but that was it.
Yeah, and obviously I don't have the same experiences.
Does the game really have that much of a learning curve? Is it still like based upon the
game masters enjoying themselves?
Kind of the
it makes
same way
it so
like
much
Smite
more
was?
enjoyable for like the players too. You know what I mean? I've had some guys that were just like, I think they were doing it for like our sake, and it's like, dude, it's a bad experience. I'm doing it for your sake at this point too, right? Like it's a bad feeling, you know. When you're enjoying yourself, like then I can enjoy myself too. You know,
Yep, I got you.
You're more like if you're more into it, whether it's nonsense where I'm trying to shoot somebody out of my arm for lying to me about a contract that I decided not to read but agreed to, like
kill some poor mother in the sewer.
Kill some poor mother in the sewer, like whatever it is, man. Like if you're laughing and into it, then I'm also laughing and into it. If you're just like, all right, roll your fucking roll, but it's like, okay, well, I'll go fuck myself then. It's fine, it's cool.
Please go fuck yourself. Do not pass go. Do not collect any money.
No,
straight to
just
fucking
go straight to fuck yourself.
From down the mentally of competing. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it all depends also on how well, of course, how hungry the team is. But I mean, of course, they're paying money for you to train and everything. So
we're busy though. It's picking up. It's getting to that time of the year.
Hopefully they have that hunger for you. So at least kind of keeps it interesting on your aspect.
Out, that's when people really start going crazy. Our flowers are already blooming in our front yard. We have those. We got a shit ton of fucking tulips.
Are you doing shot calling mainly like during
this time of year?
During like any competitive matches or anything, like during any
they're really pretty
the tournament style games, or is it just more like watching scrims and everything and just kind of getting
pointers or not gonna mow those
shot calling off the scrims?
Nope, I love those flowers. I want to take them with me. They were when we first moved in. There was
VOD review. Got it.
Like a couple plants of them every 2 feet or something, like maybe 5 or 6 of them. Now that whole front area where that sawdust is this time of year just is filled with those flowers. It's awesome.
Just in time to move. Dude, why aren't you moving? You need help moving? When are you moving? Do you know yet?
I don't know. Well, we got to get some work done on the house, which I don't really know like how long that's going to take. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're not moving right away. We're closing this week. This coming week is our closing week, and we're not going to move right away because like I said, once we get the keys and the deed or the title or whatever the hell you get, we got to get some, like I was talking to Derek, we got to get an AC installed.
So another thing as well, before you move any stuff in, is paint. If you want to paint any of the walls or change any of the colors of the walls, do it when you don't have shit in there.
Yeah, roger that. We're not planning on painting. Yeah. Like it probably does need to be painted, but that's not one of the things like we want to move. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Like, get it done. You'll in the future when you do have to paint, you'll be like, son of a bitch, why didn't we just do it when we moved in? But the 2 things we want to do before we move in is get an AC put in and get the floors dealt with one way or the other. And I think the way we're going to deal with the floors is just rip all the
awesome, dude. Like, I'm rooting for you.
And then just sand, buff, varnish, stain, seal, whatever it is you do, and just do that, and just go with whatever floors we got underneath there, because I'm pretty sure they're wood. There's a little area over by the kitchen where I'm not sure what it is, but the rest of them are wood. I'm positive. And wood looks pretty nice if you polish it up real good.
Yep.
And then the floor in the kitchen has some damage on it, needs to be repaired. But other than those are the main 2 things. And I don't know. I'm over here going like, how the hell are we going to get these guys to show up to do jobs like this on short notice? In the last 2 years, getting somebody to come out and look at like our heater here or our plumbing or whatever, and like you got to schedule these guys out like weeks or months in advance.
So like, when you got the house, did you
we don't have the house yet.
Did you pay for an inspector after you put in the offer and everything?
There was already 2 inspections that were already done on it. There was actually another inspection another appraisal that came out, but for some reason we didn't have to pay for it. I think the owner wanted to do it because his first appraisal came back like $25,000 under what he wanted for the house.
Yeah, usually like as far
And
as
then
that,
another appraisal.
that's usually a red flag when it comes to that. Is
Well,
usually
we saw the whole
own
thing.
inspection.
Right? You know, we saw the inspection report. We went through the house 3 or 4 times, looked at everything. You know, there's nothing there. You know, there's no surprises there as far as that. Like, you know, like I'm aware of the state of the home, but the owner wanted another appraisal, and he needed another inspection for that. So he did another inspection, and then the second appraisal came out, and that one was like $1,000 less than the first appraisal. So yeah, we ended up getting the house for significantly less than what he had it advertised.
What did the inspection show as far as stuff for like repairs?
It was
To
just
throw
all
like addendums or anything.
It was like things that like you would expect to see on a rental home.
Okay.
Wait, so your lender didn't make you get your own inspection and appraiser?
That's kind of a red flag to me. That's
no.
yeah.
Listen, no. The reason why he called it in, right?
No. That's not what we're talking about though. Like when I bought my house, our lender was like, it is a mandatory process for us to have our own appraiser to go through. And what they did was they forced me to pay to have somebody go through and run an inspection and an appraisal over the whole house. And then they kept those results confidential to me. The seller had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, so that way when it came up like the repair addendums and everything, so you can be able to bring up and for negotiation.
Okay, then it wasn't him. I wasn't privy to all this because Kelsey was talking to the guy when it happened, right? Like I know she paid them for. I'll have to talk to her about it. You guys are making me nervous now. I'll have to go and talk to her about it because from my conversation with the real estate agent, the last one I had was there was an inspection done, and it was done by the previous buyer, not by the seller, and it came in low, like way under what he was asking. And so then the previous buyer came back
hang on,
and said, well, we're going to offer you this, and we want these repairs done on these items that got looked at on our inspection. And apparently he didn't like that. He didn't want to do that. So that deal fell through because the owner is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he didn't want to do all those things. But now moving on. Now we enter. So the house comes back on the market. And then we get interested in it. And we're looking around at all the things that are available and how the interest is going up and the prices are going up. And then we're like, well, this one fits our needs. It's in a nice neighborhood. It's near the school. It's not exactly what either of us really want, but you know, this seems like the one for the moment, like right here we strike. So we make our offer, it gets accepted, and then he's like, he said we can just use the previous buyer's inspection because you know it knocked $25,000 off the price. But the guy wanted another appraisal, and then I think he got his. I don't remember how. It's been like a week since I've talked to these people, a week or two, and there was a second appraisal and a second inspection done, and Kelsey paid those guys for something. Like do
you have the results of the inspection in your hand? Okay.
No, not right here.
Well,
I don't have it on me.
Were you supplied with them?
Yes. We got a paper copy.
You probably shouldn't be streaming this, by the way.
Yeah.
Why not? Like
it's just pretty much just talking about like,
private confidential shit. Yeah, okay. Well, we can talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
There was a second appraisal and a second inspection done.
So much for later.
Just want the internet to know that.
I just want the internet to know I'm not done with this conversation. Fuck these guys. They've made me second guess myself.
Not hard to do these days.
Way to go, bro. Way to go.
Come on, Age. 9:30. Get in here.
Yeah, I've just been pretty much logging into Eve to actually just do my main
lackadaisical anal as usual.
Just my main hauling stuff as hauling stuff comes up and to get my
I was just saying,
done.
let me know.
But other than that, I haven't been playing games very much this last week. It's been going shitty for work.
Up here some couches, move some shelves.
It's going to be a long. I guess what my whole point was going through all that was just to illustrate that, you know, I don't think we're going to have like a day where we just move everything in a day. Because we got to get work done on the house and then, you know, we'll move in. But I don't foresee us moving everything at once. It's going to be kind of like.
I will be more than glad to help you move, but just make sure, shit's packed up. I don't want it to be like my uncle where it's like, hey, I need everyone to move and like nothing's
go in there
packed
and pack
up.
my dirty undies.
Yeah.
Can you go pack my dirty undies there?
You can fuck right off.
There's a whole box of them.
Eddie did that.
No, he did. He totally did. So he was like, hey, we're moving out of the house. I need an army. So it's like, dude, I round up a fucking army. There was must have been 10 or 15 people that came to this. And he didn't even fucking pack. And he wanted everyone else to pack up for him. And dude, it got to the point where it was like we were doing it for a couple hours. And my mom was just pretty much like, you know what? Enough of this. We're fucking leaving.
When you're packed, call me.
Yeah, that's just pretty much what happened.
Or maybe
because it was pretty much like so he did all this. It was like, okay, so we got the house done, and we got the house done actually pretty quickly. Like we were just throwing shit into boxes, not caring where the fuck it was going, and just getting it loaded up into the U-Haul. And then my uncle comes out and he's like, oh, what about the carport? And he had it covered with a tarp, and he opens up with a tarp, and it's just a bunch of torn apart fucking engines. And it's like, you know what? Fuck off. That's not happening. Like,
yeah, those are staying. If you want them, you're going to have to carry them, old man. No, if we need any help, I'll let everybody know, and we'll absolutely have everything packed up beforehand. But I don't...
If you help moving big shit, yeah, let me know. I got
all these teenage kids around here, it's like... I know, like I said, I don't really want to have that big moving day where we have to get everything done in one day. I'd like to... But all that being said, I'm just.
They are relaxing child labor laws too, so
that's right.
Hey man, my kids they're gonna work. They're working. they got jobs to do.
You let the kids actually pack up their own stuff, so they make big mistakes like I made growing up, where it's like, hey, I did a full wardrobe box full of books. And that was something I had to deal with.
No, we've been having them give all their shit away. We've been giving it away. Giving away all their toys, all their books, all their old clothes. Everything goes to the Goodwill or St. Benito.
Make sure you save those receipts for write-offs.
Yeah, Kelsey has. Well, no, you don't get any receipts for donating. No.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do.
Well, that's Kelsey's department now.
Yep.
You've made me second guess myself again.
Because now, when you have a house, then you can actually write off your interest, and that's actually usually enough to actually cover itemized deductions. So then you're good to go. And then it's like, oh, all these charity donations I did? Oh yeah, I did all these.
Well, how do you get a receipt for you just bring them?
So they give you a paper that shows the date that it was actually
how do you value
donated.
That? Dude, they will foist the receipt upon you. Do not worry about it. It's
Yeah, but as far as the value,
that,
the value is your determination based upon what the current wear and tear is and everything like that.
So we just gave away $10,000 or $20,000 worth of vintage toys, in my opinion.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. You could try that. You could try that. That's...
I wouldn't fucking run that if I was you. Though.
No, so usually when it comes to donations for to Goodwill, is usually per tax cycle is usually goes up to $600, but it takes off, usually a couple $100 off of your taxes that you owe, or $200 extra of the taxes that you get.
Hey man, that's money.
It's fucking money, dude. It's
money in the hand. Kevin Crawford, Nick's favorite role-playing game designer in the whole world.
The whole world.
We don't get to look at your pretty face tonight.
Yeah, I
Nick?
still bought all the shit.
Yeah, you did. I was surprised that you did that, but hey, good on you.
I have gripes about his system, but I have gripes about every system that's on my shelf.
I will say, Echoes, watching you play CSGO.
What is the perfect?
There is no perfect system.
Kind of making me want to actually download and play it. I'm going to be doing it when CS2 comes out.
For me, the thing that used to make me hate role-playing games was hit points. I hated hit points. I didn't want hit points anywhere near any game I was.
See, and that's why I love the Cypher system.
Oh, dude, I'm 40 years old. I got to find a 40-year-old plus
it's
server.
Stats. So every time you
I don't have the reflexes like I used to.
You lose stat points.
Exactly. Shadowrun is similar to that, although in Shadowrun, I guess technically it does have hit points. Everybody has 9 or 10. But you don't get 30 or 40. You don't gain. You don't level up, so you never gain any. You just have hit points based on your body stat, and they're not hit points. It's called condition monitor.
Yeah. So Cypher, you lose like stat values from the pools themselves, but you have multiple different ways that you can rest and regain those points back. So
Shadowrun's like that too. You have like if you take 1 box of damage or 1 point, then you are lightly wounded and you have a -1 to all your dice pools. And then if you take moderate damage, which is 3 points or 3 boxes of damage, then you're moderately wounded and you take 2 and it's cumulative with any previous damage you've taken. If you take 6 points of damage, you're seriously wounded and you lose 3 dice off all your dice pool. So
and that's I think I'm just infatuated with the concept of like as you take damage, like tasks get harder
or impossible. Yeah, I like that. That was
like
one of
your character is physically drained. It's not like you can pump out like fucking 6,000 DPS, while you're like 1 HP away from death.
Yeah, that was what drew us to Shadowrun. Like a gunfight felt like a gunfight. It wasn't like in D&D where you had to hack at each other. It's not that way. But back in the old days, that's the way I looked at it. Was like, oh, I'm not just going to hit this guy 30 times with my sword before finally I kill him. I know that's not really the way they want you to do it, but that's the way it felt to me at the time. And playing Shadowrun felt like a gun battle, like where if you got shot with a bullet, you were going to be fucked, no matter how big and tough you were.
Right.
Like you had to wear armor.
That's the point of bullets.
Now you had to shoot them before they shot you, and don't get shot, because if you get shot, you're going to get fucked. That was one of the nice things about it. It was also one of the downsides because people could die very easily.
Now it's questioning the dynamics
That's
of
the
the
thing,
entire
like everything's
universe.
got downsides, right? Like that's part of what makes Cypher system not my go-to pick for literally everything is because GMs don't get to roll dice.
No, yeah.
And that's like it's fine if I just like if you're in the mood to just pick up and like do some narration and some storytelling, like cool. makes running it way easier, but I don't know.
I think most gaming groups, at least most of the ones I've been in, kind of. I mean, the expectation is there to roll dice, and for me personally, I can't imagine playing a role-playing game without rolling dice. I just can't.
See, now it just
dice
kind
are
of goes like this. Here we
part
go.
of the fun. They introduce that element of chaos.
Hang on. I gotta get another beer. Give me a second.
Can try to influence the odds, but at the end of the day, you roll double 6s or you roll double 1.
No, I mean the RNG is still there. Like dice still get rolled. It's just it's only the players that roll it, right? So it's like if a monster attacks your player, right? The player just rolls defense. And if they succeed, then they defend. If not, then they take damage. Like it's that simple. And if they attack, then it's like if they succeed, then they hit. And if they fail, they don't.
That would simplify things quite a bit. Oh man.
But still, I'm with you. Like there is a certain joy in like running and playing a game where you get to pick up a handful of dice and fucking throw them. And even from a GM perspective, like sometimes when I'm running like D&D games, like I'll just roll a handful of dice just to speed things up because nobody knows if it's relevant or not. They just hear a shit ton of dice go through a dice tower, and that's why I love dice towers because just clang, 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 and then it's like, oh fuck, what's about to happen?
What's going on? Yeah, that's an old trick. That's an old toolbook trick right there from the olden days. That's right. Shadowrun. All right, well, hang on a minute, guys. Reach over, grab 12 6-sided dice. Pick up. Switch. Who cares what they roll? Pick up 6 of them, roll them again. Make everybody scared to death. Why is he rolling so many dice?
my other cam actually uses.
All right, well, nothing happens. You guys continue driving down
Foundry,
the road. What do you
pretty
do?
much what we're using for tabletop.
So I
can't necessarily switch over to that camera right now. But
who is Derek?
So I just have pretty much the secondary camera.
Not us. Look at him. He's smiling and enjoying himself.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
Probably some raid or something, probably. I don't know.
Yep, hate you guys.
He's over there just talking. We're drinking Blue Moon.
Yep. It's I got 9 of them. That's the
equivalent of like 3 or 4 real beers.
That's like the 2 nut crushers that I had last time. So that's
I don't know if those are real. I still can't believe you were drinking a fucking peanut stout, dude.
Dude,
That's so good.
That shit's fucking amazing, dude. Don't knock it till you tried it, dude. I'm serious.
Yep.
Like,
I'll bring it over someday. I'll bring it over, or Doug will bring it over.
Well, sure
It's so good.
oh man, I found out. So, a group of buddies and me, we've been trying to actually get a LAN thrown together and everything. Like a larger LAN, like 50 to 100 people and everything, and we finally found a spot that's actually willing to work with us because we were talking to some hotels here. It's like, oh yeah, pay us $15,000 or some bullshit, you know. Of all places, because of power, because of internet, because of networking, we got to have fucking caterers on staff and shit, like stupid like wedding planning bullshit. We found the place that we found that's actually willing to work with us, to where all we have to worry about is a fucking bar spend, is the public house. The public house wants to throw a LAN for us. So upstairs in the public house,
in Springtuck?
In Springtuck, the church,
yeah.
That
place is cool.
So upstairs they have a full, like, pretty much like office rental space that's not being used, and ended up meeting with the owners, and it's the owners that run, like, you know, they run Tap and Growler, they run Beer Garden, like it's those same people. And they're like, oh dude, like, we never thought about doing gaming before as far as this. And yeah, we would totally do this. They already have the internet set up. Every single desk already has an ultra wide monitor on there, so all you have to bring is it's just your fucking computer and a keyboard and mouse. But pretty much they have the internet there. They already have gigabit internet all set up, and all they're wanting is a $500 a day bar spend. So it's like, oh shit, dude.
What does that mean? Like $500 for the open
$500 for the you spend $500 on food and drink per day, split across 50 fucking people.
I was just gonna say,
it happened in about 3 seconds.
Yeah, which will happen in about 3 fucking seconds. And then we can actually stay so they'll open up early for us. They open as early as 7 a.m. as far as being able to open for our group. And they normally close at something like 10. They close at something normally like 10, and they'll stay open for 2 for us. We just got to pay those extra hours for a on-staff bartender.
Sweet.
So it's like, dude, like, from the numbers that we've been hearing from fucking hotels, then we hear this shit. Like,
what do you play at a modern day LAN party anyway?
We usually do stuff like, you know, we still play Bad Company 2, man. Bad Company 2 is fucking huge.
Counter-Strike.
Warm up. So with Bad Company 2, dude, it's even like has ultra wide native resolutions. So it runs fucking perfectly, and it looks fucking great even on current gen, dude.
Man, I am so horrible at FPSs, at first person shooters.
But yeah, so it's usually stuff like that. Otherwise, you know, since it's going to be over the course, it's usually over the course of multiple days. So we cover like for a weekend, where, you know, you leave your shit there, you come back in the morning for over the course of a couple days and everything, and then it's usually just pretty much playing what you want.
What's the point of a LAN party if everyone just plays what they want? Why don't you just stay home and do it?
So social aspect, dude. That's the same reason I go to fucking PDX LAN.
Oh, okay, that's true. I guess walking around and
just hanging out with your buds, you know. But each table, each desk has a fucking QR code that brings up the food and beer menu to have food and beer delivered to your desk where you're playing at. How fucking badass is that?
I don't think the poorhouse or the public house knows what they're getting into.
How many people you say there was?
So it's probably going to be it's usually probably around between like we're looking at like 50-ish.
Damn.
And they're actually eager because they haven't thought about this, and you know, they already have like the power and everything that we were looking at the breakers and everything, making sure that they have the power. But you know, they're like, oh dude, let's do this. Let's set up a trial run in a few weeks where we just pretty much take out one of these rooms just because we want to see, as far as like general operational stuff, how we make this happen. So they're like super eager to work with us. I'm stoked, man. I'm fucking stoked.
When are you guys gonna do that?
Well, we were looking like for the mainland, we're looking at something like, probably around like the April or May, or no, like the May or June timeframe. Sorry, it's April right now. The trial runs like here in a few weeks.
Trial run.
Yeah, it's just a trial run where it's going to be like, so the single room that they have, it's like 13 people. It's kind of it's multiple rooms that are all kind of connected to each other, where you just open up the doors and then it's like you're in shouting distance with everyone. So yeah, that's fucking stoked.
Now we need to get our game night together somewhere.
I still regularly go to LANs, so that's.
Well, I mean our special gaming night, our in-person board game night.
Yeah, fucking board game night for sure.
RPG night or whatever, wherever we're gonna go.
Yeah, so I mean, like, even
I can't really organize, or even I don't really have time to really think about or organize that.
Well, we were relying on you for the location.
Well, I know, and now with the house and moving and everything, it's kind of like
it's questions that you ask someone.
Well, I was going to ask someone questions, and now I find that I don't have time to ask those questions. Ainge works with
write an email.
Ainge works with Richard. Like, Ainge can ask him easier than I can.
Yeah. Well, we got to convince Ainge, who actually just joined right now, but we got to convince Ainge to be able to.
We got to convince Ainge to show the fuck up.
Yeah.
To actually talk to someone and talk about our in-person game night, but Ainge is like he doesn't want us to meet. That's to get together and play games.
He doesn't care if we meet. He just doesn't want to join it, which is the whole point. We're doing this for him or to him, depending on how you want to.
Yeah, you guys are raping me. Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the 21st century.
The only thing that came to mind was it's consensual.
Was it?
Is it consensual for Ainge though?
Is it though?
I don't think anything.
You got the gift lined up, right?
So
anything has ever been consensual for Ainge in his entire life.
Hey Ainge, tell me a story. So
I can't think of anything I've ever had to Ainge just agreed to. I've had to fight with him for literally every single fucking thing.
Yep.
Hey Ainge, can I take you out to dinner and take you to Vegas and spend $300 on you? I don't know.
I don't know about that, but that sounds like a lot of obligation.
That sounds like butt stuff. That
doesn't sound like butt stuff. What is wrong with you?
Someone wanting to pay money to take Ainge to Vegas?
Derek,
yeah.
You got issues.
No, dude, Ainge, stay away from that. That's butt stuff. That's
maybe
I'm gonna go get a beer, and hopefully this conversation will be different when I come back.
No, it's not gonna be different. You know better than that.
I'm here trying to eat pizza. We're talking about doing butt stuff with uncle on uncle,
and you're eating pepperoni. Got it.
I am absolutely eating pepperoni pizza. You're correct. Thin crust.
That is a damn.
Where from?
Game.
I don't know. Rachel got it. I don't know.
We had Tracktown. The other couple nights ago.
Well, Tracktown's good, but it's so goddamn expensive, dude.
It is. If you get the little,
expensive.
We've got a ton of those little $4 off coupons. So we just do take and bake, bring it home, cook in our oven.
Oh yeah, I don't do. I want it delivered hot and fresh.
Oh yeah.
I don't like delivery, and I definitely do not like going to Tracktown.
Oh, it's like the duck just threw up in there.
I mean, I don't really mind. Yes, that's
like a thing. All the college kids everywhere.
It's just hard to get to. Yeah, and it's filled with college kids and people that wish they were still in college.
I'm sorry. When it comes to the best way to test a pizza is how it actually tastes the next day, where it's just pretty much left out through the entire night, and that's the true test of a pizza. Is how it tastes the next morning.
Best pizza.
It's like the only kind of pizza I eat. Counter pizza.
That's...
Counter pizza is the only thing I eat.
And
goddamn right.
That's where Papa Murphy's gets an F- because
Papa Murphy's is the worst.
No, it's not the worst. Like, you get Papa Murphy's and you get the right kind and you cook it up just right
initially when it's cooked, but when you just leave it out, you
leave it out, or even if you put it in the fridge or whatever, the next day you get it and it's like you try to eat it.
No, man. Even when Papa Murphy's is fresh, the crust is just not good. That's like a telltale sign. The bottom's You had to cook it on like that weird paper plate thing they got. Like, I don't know, man.
For me, that's where Papa's wins for me. Like,
well, Papa's has the best crust, I think. But
Papa's is fucking gangstersy.
Yeah.
Remember that? You remember our tradition of the
driving to Papa's at 1 a.m. with stone little fuckers in the back of the pickup.
Dude, that was me and Kobe and Collins and some of our roommates back in the day with Burrito Boy. They had a 24-hour Burrito Boy on campus.
Yeah.
And it was usually Kobe. Kobe was usually the driving bitch, but he'd drive 50 miles per hour all the way into goddamn Eugene.
Dude, fucking burrito boy can't fucking hang anymore, dude. Once you try El Peak, dude, it fucking changes the entire.
Back in the day, 19-year-old, I could be stoned as fuck and just get a giant plate of nachos, dude. Oh, for like $8 or $7 or whatever.
I want to go back to the Papa Murphy's for a moment. Papa Murphy's sucks if you cook it in that tray.
But it's all raw. How do you not cook it in the tray?
We have perfected the art of cooking Papa Murphy's so that it has a very delicious crispy crust without burning. And really what Kelsey does is she cooks it on the paper tray for 7 or 8 minutes.
Yep, she cooks it.
Then you take it off and you cook it. Yeah. You finish it for another 7 or 8 minutes without the paper tray. And then the bottom gets nice and crispy, and it's really good.
Too much effort, man. Too much effort.
You need to invest.
This thing out. It's not too much effort.
You guys need to invest in this thing called a
you
pizza
have 4
stone.
Kids, man, or 3 kids.
Yeah, we got a pizza stone.
Pizza stone's the only way to go. That's fuck yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, fuck the paper plate. Like, throw that shit on a pizza stone and let that
but
shit.
when they first come on the paper plate, you have to cook it, otherwise it won't come off. It's just raw dough.
Pizza stone, and you smoke that shit.
Yes.
Dude, we got the biggest pizza stone we could find.
Of course, you would want to smoke it, Deke.
Dude, everything deserves to be smoked once.
If there's anything you don't want to smoke,
smoked pizza is pretty good, though. To be fair, smoked anything's pretty good.
You need to get the next stage up, smoker.
Dude, I got my buddy wants to buy me a smoker, but it's a lot of money.
That sounds like
I don't know about stuff. He makes a lot of money, man. He makes a lot of money. He makes a lot of money. He knows he'll get food out of it. Is the thing.
Hey, Ange.
Oh yeah, that's not all he's getting out of it.
So Ange, to quickly change the subject. Are you working on Tuesday?
Yes.
You are. What time do you normally work?
No, wait. No, this Tuesday? No, I'm off Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, fuck off then.
Well, are you coming upriver?
Yeah, I'm heading upriver, so heading up to Belknap. So it's like, if I can stop there and
well, we can go get lunch, though.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, wife and I are heading to Belknap.
My wife does not want to have lunch with Ange.
Yeah, don't. What do you mean?
Wife does not want to have lunch with Ange.
No.
Ange is the worst kind of liver.
but Ange. But Ange.
I can't hear you anymore.
So are you doing that? Are you doing that delivery of summer solstice too? Are you going to have a summer solstice on tap?
I put it on the order list, so we'll see what shows up.
It won't be there by Tuesday.
But it doesn't arrive till Wednesday.
Fuck.
So 3 months from now, when you go back up there and they're gone and out of it, you'll be like, "Oh, I thought you ordered it, man."
And they're gonna be like, "Summer solstice. It's only April, you idiot."
That's the. Oh, dude,
it's not even summertime yet.
The best beer in the fucking world, dude. Like,
I ordered that and the peanut butter nut crusher, whatever it was.
Oh, that's good too.
Nut crusher's good shit, dude.
Yeah.
What is with you guys and your
dude?
Peanut butter
beer,
dude.
It's so good.
Zeke, shut the fuck up, seriously. Like,
well, I'm not drinking
it. So good.
I'm buying. So
peanut butter beer is good.
Dude, no, I go somewhere and they have nut crusher on tap. I'm like, this is a classy fucking. I shouldn't even be in here. This place is a classy fucking joint.
So
that's where you're wrong.
No, so when you normally so do you on certain days when you go out and have breakfast with the wife and everything? Do you usually do that occasionally?
We don't do that. No, I don't eat breakfast. I eat breakfast one day a week. It's on Saturday.
Just hit up the Gateway Grill for whatever lunch, breakfast, whatever you fucking do. They always have Nut Crusher on tap there. It's always there.
We've been doing our lunches. We've been doing our lunches in downtown Springfield. I found that they've got
there's some good food in downtown Springfield.
Now there is absolutely.
Honestly, I would rather be in downtown Springfield than downtown Eugene these days.
We went to We've eaten
Easy.
at Memos. We've eaten at Cornucopia, or is it Cornucopia?
Corn to the coops.
Burgers. They got good burgers.
And,
The Cornucopia.
Noodle and Thai is fucking phenomenal. You wouldn't know it by the way it looks, but it's fucking outstanding.
There's a Mezzaluna down there, I think. They got some pretty good
El
pizza.
Pique is not in downtown, but it's close.
El Pique, dude. El Pique's the God.
And there's another taco stand down there by the bus stop in downtown Springfield that's supposed to be really good too. Like best burrito there is.
One of the main guys. One of the main guys
got the best burrito.
One of the main guys that I trust actually was talking about a new taco truck that has like just moved over to the St. Vinny's over near Costco.
Yeah, some dude was
in
telling
that
me
parking
about
lot.
What is it? What's it called?
But Nick, so Huey was telling me about this. Like, dude, you gotta fucking eat here. Best fucking Mexican that you'll find fucking anywhere.
Yeah, whatever. Huey says a lot of things.
Yeah, fuck Huey.
Okay,
dude.
You can't. I was just gonna say, well, you're already.
I usually Huey tells me he's got the best Mexican food. I'm like, stop talking.
Dude, I was impressed with it. I fucking dug it. So.
Dude, I live in Eugene where everybody thinks taco bar is the golden standard of Mexican food. I take no one's advice for any food anymore.
No.
You go to El Peak.
Dakota's, Dakota's was fine. I cooked there. We had some good food, but these people were like, "Oh, it's the best fucking." I'm like, "No, it wasn't." Just stop.
Josh. Listen, Josh.
What? What?
Fucking El Peak. Get the breakfast burrito with fucking country gravy in the fucking burrito.
Well, yeah, of course that's gonna. Oh my god!
Why do you go to a Mexican joint and get?
That's not even Mexican food.
I don't fucking care.
I don't fucking Mexican food though. That's how it is, man.
Breakfast burrito, dude. Like when breakfast burrito done fucking proper.
See, and this is why I can't listen to most people about food, because Derek's the type of guy that goes to a Chinese food restaurant and he's like, "This is the best fucking Chinese food I've ever had in my life." That orange chicken is fucking off the hook.
No, Derek's like, dude, I love
Nick,
that
shut
Chinese
the fuck up.
That Chinese restaurant is the best. They make the best chicken fried steak you'll ever get at a Chinese restaurant.
Funny. This is why I don't listen to people when they're like, "Oh, you gotta go here." I'm like, "Do I have to go there?"
No, of course I do. I'll tell you one person's opinion you can listen to and trust when it comes to good food at restaurants. This guy.
Shit, no.
You just told me that Papa Murphy's was good. I don't want.
We figured out the Papa Murphy's secret. That's secret.
There's a code you have to break.
I think we can all agree that we all have equally shitty taste in food.
No, I think I've got a pretty all right taste in food.
I think I have a good taste in food.
I also don't want country gravy, the most white goddamn food possible, in my Mexican breakfast burrito.
You say that now. You say that fucking.
No, it would
now.
be good. I agree. It would be good, but it's not. I'm not gonna get a.
When you want a breakfast burrito, oh god,
I'm gonna get some chorizo
on the side.
Are we really negotiating the authenticity of a Mexican burrito that involves egg
and gravy?
Hey, it was made by Mexicans, okay?
Yep. They barely speak English, dude. It counts.
Yeah. They're the most authentic.
That's true about every fucking restaurant.
Wait a minute. What'd you just say?
I just say yes. Like, I don't know.
People that make comments like that, the first thing I say is, you can't fucking do that. Like when someone says it out in public, look at my fucking head. I'm gonna get my fucking ass kicked.
Yeah, you are. If anybody is, it's gonna be you.
Out of all of us, you look the most racist. I agree.
That is true. It's
almost like you carefully sculpted that look just for that. So you get away with it.
He's just trying to
can't do that. That's.
Yep, you can't say that shit. It's like that Bill Burr when the guy's like dropping the N-bomb and he's like looking around, like, you can't do that, man. You just caused me and all of us to get our asses. He's like, I'm waiting for these black fists to come out of nowhere and start pummeling my head.
Yeah, because he's making jokes in the redneck bar, and they're like, yep. I was thinking it, but you were saying it. And he's like, I was not saying it.
Bill Burr. That guy's brilliant.
Dude,
all right, okay.
I fucking love that guy.
All right, it's 10 p.m.
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired here.
It's time to wrap it up.
All right, have a good one, guys.
What do you guys want to do next time? I need to know. I can plan the session.
We'll have a good fun time. Or just assume we win this one. Nick definitely, Nick definitely dies. Maybe.
You know what happened?
I already have another character brewed.
He's like, I'm already ready for this contingency.
You know, the thing is, unless Ainge dies, you won't die.
Yeah, unless I
Ainge is
just
like Jeebus.
choose not to heal you for some reason.
Well, that's true.
And you don't want to have magic used on you, so you know
All
you
I'm saying is if
he might not be
dies-
able to. He might not be able to give me the thumbs up if he's comatose, and I don't. I would not like that if I did something to upset him religiously.
religiously.
You gotta respect his death.
Yeah, his death wish pronouns.
Speaking of which, my death wish pronouns. Can I get a reaction to me being stabbed through the gut?
Well, we all rolled it. It looks like we rolled initiative last week.
Death wish pronouns.
Right? Did you guys hear the music a minute ago?
I can't hear the music, but I do remember rolling, and I rolled poorly.
I thought I did pretty good, but 7 seems like it's not good.
Derek.
Oh, I'm good.
Or not Derek. I'm sorry. I gotta remember to start calling you guys by your in-game name. Vog.
Definitely starting to feel tired now, guys.
Vog and Aram. I hate you so much, Ainge. Vog.
And it's like, why don't you come over more?
Just look at the.
Then I can't get tired and be like, oh man, I gotta go, y'all.
I'm getting tired of your shit. Look at the combat tab, and it'll tell you the order. Right now, Derek gets to go.
Yep.
Okay, so to recap, you guys were headed off planet. Fucking finally, you had the cargo that you needed to get out of your little corporate animal research facility, cybernetic research facility, and you grabbed the space eels. You easily got through customs. There was a lockdown, but you guys got through it, and you made it onto the shuttle, which is just a cargo lighter. And as you were en route to the space station where your vehicle is docked, I think it was you, Vog, noticed something. You noticed something weird going on. It wasn't performing the way it should as it's reaching orbit. So you guys all got up and went to the cabin. And when you got to the cabin, one of the dudes was just like, I am a robot zombie man pilot. And you guys are like, what's going on? And then the other chick is just like, aha, it's me. And she teleports back behind Nick and fucking stabs him with her katana. And it's Hayes. And it doesn't look anything like Hayes. She obviously got a biosculpt done or something. And here she is. And we just rolled combat, and then you guys got to try to kill her. She's good at teleporting, though.
Actually, we also have a good teleportation person.
Teleport this. You can teleport and stab.
Are we on our ship? A different ship?
No, we're on a different ship.
You are on a cargo lighter heading from the surface to the space station. You're not on
our ship yet.
So this is the one where it's like taking forever.
Right. It was like rubber banding, right? Like not.
She put you in a very low elliptical orbit around the planet that eventually was going to degrade. After just like 2 or 3 loops.
Last time I was pretty drunk, pretty high, and I maybe thought I messed up and didn't equip my spike thrower. But like, why would I do that? So
no, you didn't get to bring it. You've been dual fisting the revolvers this whole time,
and my arm gun. But yes,
yeah, and that too.
And running on walls.
I don't even know how the hell you guys are ever going to get it in any kind of. You're going to have to fight entire armies now, I think.
Or just blow your ship up, teleport behind you, and stab you.
Yeah, technically, yes. Okay, so Derek, your turn.
So let's see. All right. Let's see. Where's a good way? So is Nick like laying down or kind of like crouched right now?
He's standing there with a sword coming out of his stomach,
or he's just like sits trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Like, okay,
yeah, I'm just impaled.
Yeah, I mean he's not really, but that's the way we're going to go.
And 30 feet for moving, right?
Yep, 6 square.
Okay.
You did say it was a katana to my gut.
Yes, it was katanas to your guts. He gutted you, is what I said. He didn't actually gut you. Those barrels and you can freely move over those, but those are.
Can I use them as cover, like kind of cover?
Yes,
where it's
you
like,
can crouch behind them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna crouch behind it and try to take a shot at that bitch. Like,
okay, she's got some pretty good cover. Let me look and see here. She is almost completely in cover, so you have a -4 to your shot roll, Derek.
oh shit. What about right there?
Pretty much going to be the same thing. She's crouching down behind Olive, like she's no fucking rookie little one hit dice motherfucker. Like she's here to kill, and you guys better take her seriously. She's hard to.
All right, well, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna might as well. Hang on. Let me bring up my inventory. So you said a -4?
Yep, enter -4 onto your modifier. So you should just hit the button next to your weapon and then type in -4.
There we go.
Oh, I see.
So even with a -4, you still hit armor class 20. And you guys are fucking redonkulous. You know that?
Yeah,
And you do 12 damage.
Man, she's dead.
I think she's dead.
She's not.
She's just very badly burned.
So you draw and you run forward and take cover. And Nick is standing there bleeding, and she's like, ah ha ha. And you stick your, you come up over the top and pew! Take one of your little fucking excellent shots, and she sees you, and it fucking clips her, and boom, digs a big old glowing divot out of her shoulder, and she fucking shrieks.
Hang on, Zeke.
What now? Are you upset?
I need to look. What do these numbers mean? Even with that 9 -4, what the hell is
Hover.
the +6?
If you hover over that, it tells you what every one of those numbers. Your character.
Oh, with
bonus
burst,
to hit.
Yep. Okay, I see. Okay.
Character attack bonus is +6. Although you are you're not a warrior, right? You're an expert.
No, I'm a warrior.
Are you a warrior?
Yeah, here in this game, I'm a warrior.
Yeah, then your attack bonus is always going to equal your level. Whatever your level is, that's your base attack bonus.
Okay, all right.
And then everything else is on top of that. Like if you do burst, if they're in cover, any of those other modifiers, they come on. But every time you ever pull the trigger as a warrior, you're going to get whatever level. If you're level 10, you get a +10. Okay, so Derek blasts her. And you're
my turn.
Yeah, I think drawing a weapon is an instant action. I think. What kind of an action is that? Were you able? Can you draw your weapon and fire it in the same round?
Yeah.
I've got a gun at my arm, so I'm pretty much ready to blast at all times.
You can draw a readied item, so I'm pretty much assuming. I'm just assuming the whole time you guys have your weapons ready.
Yeah, that's what actually gives you the combat ability and everything. So if it's not readied, I don't think you have the ability to do that.
Yeah, you can just use an on-turn action, which is basically a free action on your turn to draw your weapon and shoot it. So yeah, you're fine. And you can easily teleport behind her, like no problem.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay effort to do it. I don't know what kind of weapon you have though. You have to manifest your arsenal.
Blade.
You're gonna manifest your arsenal. You haven't done it yet. That takes an action.
Permanently manifested.
They are not.
Yeah, they are.
Drawing.
I have my mono blade. I don't need to.
Drawing is a full action.
If it's not readied.
Yeah, because they have gunslinger and there's another one that actually says, armsman, that both actually are talking about you can draw a sheathed or stowed weapon as an instant action. But
yeah, stowed is not a readied weapon though. That's
right. So yeah, if it's readied, then I imagine it's just right at your side holstered.
Uh-huh. We can do. Okay. Well, I will summon my
So,
armor.
Age, you can do an on-turn action and commit an effort to summon your weapons. So yeah, you can summon whatever weapon you want from your telekinetic armory, and then also attack with it.
Yeah.
And you can use either Dex, Wisdom, or Constitution, and you also may use your telekinesis skill as the combat skill. So I don't know what your combat skills are like, but if your telekinesis and your Wisdom is higher than your blade, than your stab and your dexterity, then you want to use that.
No, they are this thing. They're all +1.
Well, what's your telekinesis?
Can you add telekinesis and wisdom to be +2?
No.
Or
well, no. For a combat roll or a skill roll, you pick an attribute and a skill to use. So for for attacks with your telekinetic armory, you can normally if you attack with a katana, you'd use either strength or agility plus your stab skill. Right? Well, with your telekinetic armory, you can use dexterity, wisdom, or constitution instead of strength or agility, and you can also substitute your telekinesis skill for your stab skill. So whatever's best.
That's all the same.
So you got telekinesis 1, you've got stab of 1, and a +1 on all. Yeah, so it's all the same. It's going to be +2.
Yeah.
Plus whatever your basic attack bonus is.
Well, I have my.
She doesn't have cover from you. Like you teleport right behind her, and she goes, "What?" And then you try to stab her. So just roll stab. Just roll stab with whatever stat you want to.
Where the hell is there?
It's on your combat sheet.
Dice pool 2d6.
No, it's a combat roll. Go to your combat sheet and click on monoblade on your readied weapons, and it'll calculate everything you need. Right?
Modifier stab.
Can't believe 4 years later, and I'm still having to explain to you how to do this. 1 week
modifier later. +1. Carry the 2. And hold on, I gotta get some pretzels. And we're rolling. Where did I roll? Oh, it's doing that. There we go.
What's the +1 for? Modifier.
You said +1 from. Well, you can take a +1 off. I thought it was a +1 for something. Stab plus.
You don't need to ever add modifier when you click. Like if you click your monoblade to attack, you don't have to add any modifiers to that thing. It calculates everything unless I tell you to.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The only thing you need to pick is your stat, your attribute, and your skill, and it'll calculate all your bonuses. Okay. So I will take 1. It doesn't matter because you still hit her, and you do 7 points of damage.
1 + 2 + 2 + 1, and then I can use my cyberware to activate my enhanced reflexes and gain another bonus main action for 2 strain.
No, you have to wait until everyone takes an action, though.
Okay. Since
how much damage did you do? 7.
Right. Yeah. 7.
And you guys are not gonna.
Hmm?
You guys are not gonna like this, is what I said. I realized I closed the mic before I finished my sentence. Okay, she's gutted Olive. Olive is bleeding all over her. She gets shot by Derek, and she goes, "What the fuck?" And then Ainge appears behind her. She's like, "What?" And then Ainge stabs her, and she's like, "Holy shit!" She goes, "It's too hot for me." She goes, "I'll see you guys later," and blink, she's gone.
That's wild. Hang on a sec. Hold the phone.
Who that bitch?
Now the thing is where did she go?
I was in that. Can we can we react to that?
Nope.
Like I can't go look for sensors or radar, see if there's like a ship around that she teleported to.
I'm gonna use my mind tracing and tracer.
I'm gonna stumble right past.
You're gonna bleed all over Ainge.
can trace
Yeah.
the use of psionic powers they've noticed
Just
in their presence by committing
do my
see
death
it,
shuffle past him, use him,
psychic power.
put my hand on his shoulder, and just use him as a crutch and walk by him. That way, he's got this nice bloody handprint on his shoulder.
Firecracker. He's dropping hints, eh?
Firecracker.
I'll go back into the room with the sample.
I'm busy thinking about if I can trace this bitch's mind.
So how can you? What skill are you trying to use to trace?
That is the skill. Oh,
What?
but you can. I don't know. I was asking. You're the games master, but that is the skill. So you can trace teleport. Teleporting people. If you use on a target that is teleporting, they can perceive the character teleporter's view of their destination.
If what is used?
The thing I just linked in the chat, like 44 seconds ago, 59 seconds.
I didn't see. If you link something in the chat, you got to tell me because I'm not always looking at the chat. Okay?
It's called mind tracing.
You can just use your words and tell me, and that works better.
I was using my words, literally.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was reading out loud to you with my words. And you go down a little bit farther. Say, if used on a target that teleported, they can perceive teleporter's view of their destination. So therefore, I can trace.
Okay, yeah, you can spend another effort.
Yeah.
And you can see where she went.
Yep.
All right. Spend the effort.
So is it still Ange's turn, or are we following initiative, or what?
We should be following initiative. You just went down the hall bleeding all over Ange. Right?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Was there anything else?
Forfeits their turn.
That was just a move action. You got your main action.
I mean, I've been.
No, we're good. Let's just keep going.
Okay, so then it becomes Stoudemire. Really nothing he can do.
Ambush, Stoudemire, ambush. There's still a captain there to shoot.
Are there any I don't know if I can even read these things. There's like a radar or a sensor of any ships, anything around that I can check on?
If you want to hop into the seat and try running some sensors, you got to roll program.
Attack.
But you're not a sensor dude. You're an engineer, remember?
Oh, I remember, but I'll try. What else? Unless it's gonna stand there, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the chick is gone. She's gone. I mean, you could explore this. Maybe she's on the ship. For sure. Right. I'm around somebody who teleports all the time, so I would imagine I'd have some sort of knowledge of being there could be, she could be anywhere. You don't.
That guy watch.
That's why you hate teleporters.
You can't leave him.
I don't hate teleporters. I don't hate teleporters. Well,
you should. You. If you don't hate them, then I haven't done my job very well, and I'll work on that.
Can I try to roll program?
Well, if you want to, yeah. If you, what are you trying to accomplish with your sensor check here? I'm literally just trying to see if there's another shit. Because if I know Ainge can teleport a ways away, if he knows the space that he's been into. So if she was inside of a ship and then she came here and it was tracing us, following us somehow. Okay. We're all just oh, we're so cool, we're chilling, and then it's just there. I just want to see. Okay, so you move into that empty seat. Right there, you plop down in it and you start punching buttons, and then you realize the whole thing's locked down and you can't. She put you guys into an orbit, and then you look at the guy next to you, and he's still just sitting there, just blink, 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 nothing's going on at all. Something's wrong. Something going on with that guy. He doesn't act like an enemy. He just acts like people haven't been getting stabbed and shot 5 or 10 feet from him. It's like he's oblivious to the whole thing. Get the space slug. Space slug making him useless.
He's got a space worm in his ear.
But after that ends the combat round, so we'll actually end the. And now Nick is bleeding. He crawled off into the thing.
He's gonna be all right. Where he disappeared to, but just give me a minute.
He's easy to follow.
Yeah, he's got a little trail.
Yep. He's not taking any more damage.
I can use my thing, and we can see where she went.
She went back to the planet, which is about 600 kilometers beneath you.
Bad bitch. All right.
You see her in a dark tunnel alleyway, cursing, fucking swearing revenge, and then your vision cuts off.
I'll tell you, star, man. She's back on the planet, guys.
I mean, we could just go kill her. I mean, we can't, but
I
like
mean, we
we
could
could.
land this. She's in I don't know where on the planet.
Let me
you
let
could
me work
teleport-
my pilot stuff. See if we can like
You could
figure it.
teleport off of with everybody down to where you found her, but since the ship is not stationary, you won't be able to teleport back to the ship. And I don't think you have the range to go that far anyway.
I think I
How's
got
that?
10.
Yeah, I was gonna say 600 is insane.
Yeah, teleportation. That's like level 3.
Man, this bitch can do that shit, and she got fucked up by one gunshot. Ah,
No, by
weak.
2.
Oh,
She
whatever.
didn't die. You guys shot her twice. She didn't die and she got away. That's pretty.
It's because I didn't get to shoot her, man. The shooter
I know.
didn't get to shoot. That's it.
I know
That's why. That's why she lived.
Yep.
I mean, I want to go. I mean, you know what? I want to go chase her. Like, I want to go kill this wench. But
you think you of all people would want to get the fuck off of this planet and never come back?
dude, I can kill anybody that comes in front of me. It's
Hayes
fine.
can have whatever she wants down there in the gutter.
All right, can I come over here and actually start fucking trying to pilot this shit? And
Pilot it, dude. Kick that little.
You can try.
Kick,
Move. Go
kick
ahead
that
and
dude
move.
out of the way.
Yeah, he just kind of fucking moves off. He's like, "Hey, you can't do that," but he's very docile. And you sit down and you start looking at instruments and punching things in, and you realize you also are locked out. Like you can't access the control. And you guys are starting to realize that you don't have much time before this thing starts burning up in the atmosphere.
Hear me out. Let's intentionally just crash the ship back down. It's perfect.
Well, you guys do have a pretty crack programmer on the ship.
Yep.
If anybody cares and wants to heal him, he might.
I cannot heal him.
Everybody.
I also cause holes in guts.
no one
I
has the
cannot
ability to heal.
I know, Josh. You're the opposite of heal.
I'm here for the fat deeps, dude. That's what I'm
the
here for.
perforator.
I should be like, oh, this guy's bleeding out. Somebody should fucking help him. And I'll just sit there and keep
I
staring
mean,
at the screen.
I'm a pretty crack programmer as well. That's like
What's your program?
2.
God damn it.
Oh well, I mean, if you want to try to break through the lockout, you can attempt that. Absolutely. Well, maybe while Ainge heals Nick.
Yeah, I will suggest, like, hey, I know he calls you a firecracker and he's been a little abrasive, but he did install all of our. He helped us out a bit here. Like, you should go toss some first
He's
aid.
not dying or anything. He's just hurt.
Well, he had a katana stabbed through his gut. Like he
there you go.
Something.
What was that?
That is a heal spell.
3 points. 3 hit points back.
4. Okay, 4.
Oh, okay.
One
Sorry.
left one.
Sorry.
And then just keep casting it until you're full. Because it's free. It's free.
Yeah,
How does it work?
heals.
Is there a strain that comes with that?
Yes, you take a strain every time he heals you. Every time he psychically heals you. How many dice do you get to heal him with?
Right there. 1d6
One.
plus 1.
I think that's what it was on Worlds Without Number, but
Something tells me I don't think you're doing it right. Maybe you are, but my inner I've got an inner alarm clock going off saying he's not doing it.
Wrong again. It's 1d6 plus 1.
Is that what it is? Well, where are you reading the? I don't see the. I'm trying to find the ability. Psychic Succor.
Psychic Sucker.
Mm-hmm. Sucks the damage right out of him.
I have a level 1.
I think you can spend 1 effort and use it for the rest of the day. That's pretty cool.
Bear
I
back.
have mastered my core ability and no longer need to commit effort to use it.
Yep.
And may use it whenever I wish.
Okay, so you can just
roll
heal
it
him right
forever until you're fully healed. Unless your body gives out before I feel, finish.
Well, he's not dead. He's not even mortally wounded.
He's acting like it. Can't even hack a computer. He's almost. You got stabbed. Oh,
man, the hacker psycher beef is real right now. I'm just sitting there staring off into the distance while my parents argue. Just disassociate. Just disassociate.
Stop fighting, Mom.
Even though I know the buttons don't work, I'm just staring at the button, just pressing it over and over and over. Just...
Stop hitting her. Stop hitting her.
Well, Derek was the one that wanted to hack or not.
Remember when I had a spike thrower and we were all happier? I do.
Yep, we gotta get that spike thrower back.
That's the key to everything, really.
How many points of damage did you take anyway?
He took 11.
11 points of damage? God
Yeah.
damn it. Dude, you've taken more damage than I've taken this entire campaign so far.
There we go. You're good.
Jesus. Holy shit, that is some damage. What the fuck? Seriously, I think that is more damage than I've taken this entire campaign. By a lot. I've taken like 4 points of damage this entire campaign.
Normally,
Also,
because of this
like,
damn
2
camera, you guys
levels less
don't
than
get
guys,
to.
though.
You guys don't get to witness me laughing my ass off when Josh says things like,
It's true, though. It's true. That is
It
true.
is.
That's a true statement.
I'm glad for the camera because if it wasn't there, you guys wouldn't realize I was fucking laughing.
God damn it, dude.
and getting
What the hell? We took down a ship and I took less damage. You took,
Killed like
what
30
the
people at one
hell,
time
man?
with the machine
Yeah,
gun.
god damn it. All
Josh
join the
is-
party, helps us get cyberware, and just get shanked for it.
Josh is not familiar with the concept of tempting the fate.
No, I always tempt the fate. If this guy dies, he's going out in a blaze of glory. That's all that matters.
11 points of damage.
I haven't. I am not.
Not even one time.
No, not in this campaign.
Guess
I have
what?
not taken 11 total points. Is what I'm
Guess
saying.
what's
11
coming
total
down the
points,
pipe?
man.
We have to rectify that.
Let's do it.
We'll have to remedy that. As
Wrecked
William
him, damn
Wallace
near
said.
killed him.
I'm saying that in like the year we've played this game, I have not taken a total of 11 points of damage yet. I don't think. Like
That's
Well,
because
you
we've only
didn't
played
get,
it like
you didn't
3
get shaped
times.
by
in the last-
hate.
Derek always gets fucked up, and now he's
Derek
gone.
usually gets shot,
Derek will miss both of his shots and get stabbed. I hit both my shots and kill him. That's usually what happens.
And then it's over. Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually
that's
when Josh
usually
gets
what
killed,
happens.
Well, a lot of times
It's gonna
what
end
happens-
eventually, but that is just Nick joins and he has like 3 weeks of us talking and doing nothing, and then he actually plays and he just gets stabbed for 11 points.
Yep.
Like,
And now he's just laying in his bunk waiting for Ange to come heal him. While he makes fun of him. Oh, you can't program the program.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
What do you like? You-
man.
I can do
He
this
healed
for
him.
free. It doesn't bother me
Yeah,
at
he
all.
healed him for healed him.
It's gonna give you strain. No. How many times
I'm
did
gonna
you
use
have to
my
heal him?
telekinetic hands to pull him over into the pilot seat because he's crying over there. I've been stabbed.
God damn it.
Sit over here
Oh,
and
man.
save our
Derek,
asses.
get your finger out of your goddamn belly button. Thank God he didn't have his shirt up.
Do it, dude.
Should have had the shirt up.
Get the coconut butter
If he
out.
was a real man, he'd pull that shirt up.
Coconut butter out.
Yeah, there we go. That's it. Oh my
Have a
God.
little brown sticker on top. Yep, your Twitch stream just went up again.
Spiked in that moment.
I need to report it. Vulgar.
He's sexually harassing me. I'm triggered.
Yep, you see that finger movement?
Man, rejoined our game channel and he muted his mic and his headphones and he doesn't hear us at all. He's missing all this glorious
Yep.
humor. All right,
Is that what
what's
that
next?
is?
Are you back now?
I am back.
So
All right.
Ainge healed Olive.
All right.
Yep.
So
well,
we got
he
that shit.
spent 3 rounds healing him, so you've got 3 rounds to break into the computer.
Okay, so I can do 3 rounds of trying to.
You can try to break the lockout.
Can I try to
So
break
I already did one, and that I'm assuming that kind of failed.
Which I didn't see one.
I did a program check.
Oh, 7. You roll a 7. Oh my god, that's such a bad roll. You +2, you roll a 7.
And Ange did better than me. Oh, you did a
No,
3d6. That's like what the fuck?
I clicked on your guy's character. No, that was on Nick's character. I didn't think it would actually
What is
roll.
3d6kh2?
Good question.
How about you mouse over and find out, Zeke?
I'm not the one
Keep
who
highest.
knows how to-
Keep highest. Yep, keep highest too. Nice.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Why do
is
you get
this
to keep
shit?
higher highest? too?
He's clicking on Olive's stuff. Olive is the badass. Ainge is just
Get your
clicking it.
hands off of all of you.
Ainge made fun of him while he was dying and then
Look
rolled
at
his dice
powers,
for
man.
him.
telekinetic. I'm operating him.
Oh my good God.
Derek, you spend the next 10, 15 minutes trying to break this lockout, and the ship
15 minutes.
The ship does another elliptical orbit, and it's got about 1.5 left, and you cannot break it.
What the hell are you doing for 15 minutes?
15 minutes to do an entire orbit? Are you fucking kidding me?
Penny,
Well,
shut it.
you guys are going pretty fast. You're right.
Are we?
Yeah,
That's a hell of a speed for a elliptical orbit. But
It's a hell of a flare.
Yeah, you're underpowered. The thing's underpowered.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to get some goddamn order. I'm gonna yell for Olive to please, for the love
Nick
of
is
everything.
just like, I ain't gonna help these cocksuckers until
I agreed to his
teleport
contract, no
over here.
questions asked. I am trying to.
All right. In those last 15 minutes, if he hasn't shown up,
I'm free calling out to Nick or to
I'm just
Olive,
in there
being like,
panicking,
for the
pressing
love of
buttons. I
everything
don't-
holy, please come help us.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
push any key.
So
And then I'm like,
Where's the any key?
Come on, rescue these bastards.
I want to try to shake this guy too. While Olive's coming up, there was like two. I wanted to go punch this guy.
Actually, after a few minutes, he comes. Good point, Josh. He comes to his senses after a few minutes. He's just like, "Brrr." He's like, what the fuck is going on? Who are you guys? Why aren't you in your cabin? And then he sees all the alarms going off. He's like, holy fuck balls, get out of the way. And he kicks you right out of the way, Josh, and sits down in the seat and starts punching in things. And before you know it, he's gained. He's like, what did you sons of bitches do? Why didn't you just wake me up? Anyway, it doesn't take long before he's got access again, and he's got the thing piloting. And he's just like, what? He goes, okay, what's going on? Who are you guys? What's going on? He goes,
Who
where
are
am I?
we? Who the
He's
fuck
confused.
are you, bud?
He's confused as hell. He doesn't know. You look right. Excuse me. You look right at him. He's just like, he doesn't. She did something to him. She scrambled his brain or something. Who knows?
Yeah, she cheated.
That's what I'm telling him. Like,
But he was able to correct the flight path though. And he yelled at you for messing with his computers and locking
Dude,
it up.
I didn't touch her. You're lucky I didn't.
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything.
What's your name, pilot? What's your name? What's your name?
My name's Tyrone.
Tyrone, I almost shot you. I contemplated shooting you. You were just sitting there doing nothing. I almost did it. I'm glad I didn't now.
He goes, understandable. I'm glad too.
But we didn't do shit, man.
He goes, I'll tell you what, why don't we just get to the station? I'm going to go lay down.
What? Oh my God. All right.
No, you're not.
He says, we'll get to the station. And
That motherfucker just walked through walls. That's
Yep. He teleported. All right, anything else? Anybody? No?
Is Olive okay? Is he dying still?
I don't know. I haven't heard from Nick in a while. Nick, are you still
because every time I talk, you guys squash all over me, or you cut my turn off, or you tell me what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm playing tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. We apologize. We all apologize. Right, guys?
Yes. I was trying to help Ian shield you. That's all.
Yeah.
So, like, literally what I was
concern.
trying to do when I walked into this room was ask, is our cargo still here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Took 30 minutes to get that one fucking turn.
No, we retconned that one.
You just have to overpower us. You just gotta.
We're jackasses. Just give in to
I spoke up
jackass.
like 6 times.
No, I didn't hear you at all.
That's my fault.
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear. I didn't.
You were AFK, dude. Yep. All I know is we were rolling dice and making fun of this guy. I'm eating.
The cargo is still there.
All right, well, if you've got all the other shit handled, then I'm just going to hang out here then.
I feel bad now. You guys made me feel bad. Hope you guys are
We
happy.
don't have it handled. It's not handled. Well, that'll put an end to this session. Thanks, guys.
Get out of here, you bum. Okay, so the co-pilot comes to. Nick, you're just gonna chill out in there, right? Like you're cool with that?
Yeah, I was going to go help with the I was going to check to see if the cargo is there, and then I was going to go try to help with the unlock. But if the guy's awake now and he's fixed all the shit, then I'll just, I mean, there's nothing else for me to do. So I'll just,
there's not really much left for anybody to do, really, if everybody's healthy and like Hayes is gone. So you guys, it's smooth sailing now, back up to the station. And in fact, you know, just a little while later, you guys are docked at the station. There's, like I've said a few times, there's very little, if any, in the way of customs at this space station. Like, in fact, when you guys exit, you guys get off the cargo lighter, and the station itself is pretty small. I don't have an actual picture of the station, but it's not a large space station. Like there's maybe a crew of like 20 or 30 people on the station. It mostly exists as hangar space for incoming spacers who then shuttle down or store or buy and trade cargo. There's a rather large section or warehouse where people can store their cargo to buy and sell and trade and whatnot. But other than that, it's a pretty small space station. It's not big. Like, you guys have been in some pretty big ones. This one is not big. It's small and cramped. And you guys get there, and you notice your ship is still the only ship. It was the only ship there when you got here, and it's the only ship here now. And the people here look bored to tears. And you guys are also bored to tears, and you get your cargo on your ship, and you guys blast off, finally back in the Telesto. I'm sorry, it's not the Telesto. It's the Illudium Q36 or whatever.
Before we, I mean, given the way that you jump to it, that's probably fine. But can I like check or ask for help to check if there's like any sort of trackers on the ship before we go? Given that we were like the only ship when we arrived.
If you want to inspect, you don't have to blast off if that's not what you're doing. If you want to inspect the ship, you absolutely, you may. I'm trying to find Nick's token to put one out here. I thought I had one out here.
What would that? That would be. Hold on.
Notice.
I got it.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else who is good at notice? Oh. All right. Let's roll.
So can you guys see the whole map?
Yes.
It's not like you're in a dungeon, like the wall. There's no walls and lines of sight or anything like that.
The whole thing.
Well, it takes a while to. It will take quite a while to search a ship of this size, Josh. In fact,
that's why I was asking for some help. That's why I said if there's anybody else.
Yeah, let me
help you.
Oh my! I think I can.
I mean, really, if you want to scan and search the whole ship, Ange, be quiet. If you want to scan and search the whole ship for bugs or trackers or anything of that nature, I mean, it's going to require quite. It'll take about 8 hours. It would take you by yourself about 8 hours. Every person involved in the search will divide that number by the number of people and provide a +1 on the search test. So if there's 4 of you, go ahead.
Once again, I will be, like this, maybe I'm paranoid here, but I want to check the ship. Does anybody else want to help me check the ship?
Yeah, I'll help you.
This is my first time on a spaceship, so I don't know how much of the help I'll be.
Do you have any fair?
Do you have any user manuals?
I don't know how to read a user manual, probably. So you're asking the guy who glanced over your didn't even look at your contract. Actually,
there's no user manual. These guys were handed the ship. They were handed the keys, and they were just like, "You boys like Mexico," and they took off.
That's true. It could have been bugged from day one. I just now thought about it being bugged. So,
Well, then I'll roam and just look for an instruction manual.
Excellent,
right.
Excellent.
There's
Yeah,
gotta be one in the airlock.
So all 4 of you search. Nick's searching
I'm
isn't
gonna
quite
use
as
my precognition and see if I can find something that shouldn't be there.
That's
That's
not
how I
it works.
search.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, it is. Like, where will I find a tracking device? Or
you
will
have
I
to-
find
you-
a tracking device?
You have to yes, but it has to be like when you're about to open a door, right? Or like if you're gonna be like, I'm gonna look in this location 10 minutes in the future. Do I see? You can't ask it. Do I find a tracking device?
Yeah, I can. That's what it's for. The Oracle knows all. Commit effort, single brief vision, and related to the question about the feature that they're asking. I'm sure the question is if the PC were about to perform the act or engage in an investigation pertinent to the question.
Yeah, but the investigation is going to last hours, or the search is going to be out for hours. It's going to take you guys at least 2 or 3 hours for all of you to search the ship top to bottom.
That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of this.
Well, you have to ask a specific question though. Like you can't be vague. You can't say in the next 2 hours do I find a bug on this entire ship. Like that won't work. It would be more like you approach a door, there's a room on the other side, and you say, do it, in the next, I don't know what your skill level is. I think you have a day, right? Or a minute?
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, you can ask, in the next day or the next minute.
Minute.
Yeah, in the next minute, what happens if I open this door in the next minute? Or do I find what I'm looking for in the next minute? And then you'll get a little vision of what happens when you open the door, but it won't necessarily contain everything. It just contains, stuff, important stuff. So in a search like this, your precog not too helpful, I don't think. In specific, like if you're trying to specifically
helpful, that's like, yeah. Oh well, you're the GM, not me.
Well, I mean,
you got to level that shit up to like level 4.
Yeah,
and you can
like
do it
if
up
you
to
want
a
to be
year.
more, and also,
a year. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that skill is so fucking broken. We were talking about that before you guys all jumped on.
Yeah, and that's why the limiter is like just the fact that you just get a brief little vision, right? It doesn't really, like, you can ask a specific question and then you get a vision, a brief vision, right? And that's like, otherwise, like Nick and I were talking about before, it's like you can just precog your way through everything, and there's no point to even play because you precog what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes, and then that's what happens. And so, okay, so
yeah, but
we don't need to roll dice. It just this is what happens. So,
this is what happened.
But that's not how it works, Age. You get to ask a question within the time frame, and it has
your
to be
precog involves your GM giving you a book of the Expanse, telling you to go read it.
Exactly. Yep. Here you go. Go read these 300 pages.
These 300 novels.
All right, who's making the search roll?
I already made mine.
Well, everybody was going to assist, and you were the roller. So,
well, I mean, I'm searching for something different, but
assist. Well, I can help you with the user manual.
So would that be like a +4 bonus on Josh's roll or something?
It'll actually be a +3 because but after your search lasts about 2.5 hours, and you don't find any trackers, you don't find anything physical on the ship that would track.
Get some droids to constantly.
There's not a lot of people on this station, and the people you do see, there's a lot of security. There's a few, they look like corporate bigwigs or corporate executives. Like there's no like common. It seems pretty locked down. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of people here. Doesn't mean there can't be agents for this or that. Your search ends and you don't find anything.
Excellent. That's it.
Okay. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna go command the gun station, wherever the hell that is. Ooh, life support. That sounds bad.
We have a gun station?
Yeah, we got a gun on here, don't we? I've definitely shot. I've definitely fired shots. I think it was on the bridge too.
Gotta be.
We got our badass pilots.
Yeah, there's like a chair over here by the porta potty right there. A couple
Yep,
of captain's chairs.
Taking my chairs.
Middle
Taking my
chair.
chair. That's where I am. That's. Man, look at that big ass Elcar's UI I got right there. That's amazing.
What?
Big ass what?
That Elcar's UI, the Star Trek UI that I have going on there right in front of me.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
What the fuck?
I can't see what you're seeing, I guess.
No, it's just right in front of me. Right in front of my
On
my character. Yeah.
the map thing.
Yeah,
I got you.
the fucking Elcar's UI that I got going on there. Yeah. It's all kinds of badass right there.
Yeah, you got the power conduits and the plasma relays all lined up.
That's right. Man, speaking of which, you've been watching season 3 of Picard? It's actually pretty fucking good.
I did watch a few episodes. Pretty good. I watched up to, I don't know if anyone wants to hear, but I don't want to spoil anything for chat over there on Twitch.
Yeah, blah.
Sorry, chat. We're not spoiling anything for you.
No, yeah, so 7 episodes in now. And, yeah.
Oh no, I'm only like 3. Is that the one Worf shows up?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Oh
good.
no, you're in for a treat. This is actually, even though it's the final season, I think they're
playing with
really
portals
good with this one,
though. Now we're playing with portals.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea what's in storage.
Actually, never played the Portal 2 game.
Huh.
You guys like that one? It was a classic, right?
Yeah, it was. It was very much so.
All right, Zeke, your turn. Rub that belly button.
No. Oh God.
Fuck you.
My belly button was at least properly defined. That's.
I mean, mine's defined. I'm just shy. I'm shy.
Yeah.
All right, where to now, my gents? You guys
But then,
finally made it
hold
back
on.
to your ship. You got loaded up with cyberware. You guys didn't buy any trade goods though, or sell any.
I have a question. I have a question
was
that
for
went
our-
unaddressed. Question
that
that
was
went
for our
unaddressed.
Rick Consigliere was supposed to be doing that.
Go ahead, John.
I believe I know for sure Olive was looking for the user manual. I think Ainge or I don't know. He's Ainge again. The thing. Aram was helping him. Did they find any sort of guide, any sort of user manual,
Oh,
any
yeah.
sort of?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
First, I want to check the.
Because I know nothing about this ship really. I just know how to shoot. That's what I'm here for.
Well, first of all, there's a black chair right over here. I think this is where he has to sit
Are
down.
you being racist, Derek?
No,
big
no,
black
not
chair.
at all.
He's got to sit in the black chair.
Right,
the
right
big
there.
PC.
Right next to the PC that does the sensor scanning.
That's the gunner's.
Don't you bring race into don't you be racing into this, Ricky Bobby? That's,
That's
Sit
the
on the
gunner's.
BBC, Nick.
don't you
Sit on
put
the
that
BBC.
evil on me.
Somebody man
Stoudemire,
the BBC, please.
Stoudemire is in the sensors.
Oh, sorry.
Derek's piloting. Well, really, honestly, any of the stations can be configured to do whatever. It's like Star Trek.
No. I was just saying, Zeke, while you were away, I'm like, man, look at this Elcar's UI I got sitting in front of me, this big ass Elcar's thing. Like,
I heard.
I'm gonna just find a chair somewhere with my dusty ass stack of fucking user manuals for this godforsaken spaceship that no one's ever read. And I'm gonna sit and read and then try to toy with whatever console's there so that I can try to learn the ship.
Yeah, no problem. Normally, Derek runs the sensors while he pilots, right?
Yeah,
Usually.
usually.
Badass thing about the ship we didn't know because we never took the time to read the manual.
yeah. All of a sudden I hear the self-destruct thing come on. It's like, man, Olive, what the fuck are you doing over there? Stop.
Yeah,
I haven't looked up how to turn it off yet.
This is the Iridium Q36. This is home, away from home.
Yeah, using terms from the fucking instruction manual, like asking Derek what he's doing.
He don't know.
You move the Johnson rod over to the conduit relay, like.
What about the M36 line? Where does that come into play?
You got to run a diagnostic on the frontal regulator, phase regulator. Got to make sure everything's in phase. Yeah, my Star Trek lingo really, I get an F- at it. I watch so much Star Trek, I should be better at it, but I'm not. So, what do you guys do? I mean, Nick settles in. He pulls out his dusty tome of ship lore and tucks into that, starts studying the sensors. Derek, you feel right at home again. Home, a sweet home, sitting in your pilot's chair. Although you notice the sensors are there's weird shit going on with the sensors. You put it out of your mind. Stoudemire and Aram, what do you guys do? What are you guys doing? So what?
Thought I was. You might have been gone. I'm just hopping on the guns, man.
We have a delivery we need to do, right?
But I'm not piloting this shit. I'm here to blast out of the sky. That's it. Oh, I'm getting my spike thrower. Actually, I need Olive's help. That's what I need.
So Josh gets back on his ship. He goes to the armory, gets out his spike thrower, and goes, "Oh, thank God." Puts it on his chest, on a strap, and starts walking around, and he suddenly feels much better.
No. I need Olive to help me install. Olive can modify, if I remember correctly. I need Olive to help me uninstall my assault rifle, or the fuck I have in my arm, and install the spike thrower. At some point in the very near future.
Shit, what skill was that?
Probably heal.
That I don't know. I just thought you were good with that stuff.
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's go.
We have the place where you can set up to work on that right on the airlock.
The spike thrower is very sentimental. It's got a lot of scratches in it from every kill I have. So if it breaks in the process, I'm gonna be very sad. I have faith. Olive has not let me down yet.
Would you say this is what stat would you say this is going to be for heal? Is that going to be a wisdom or intelligence?
Let me look this up.
It's going to be whichever one you're better at, dude. Come on.
What book was this cyberware out of?
Charisma.
Was this out of Cities? Or the Polygon?
I think it was out of Cities.
Whatever the one with a bunch of them was, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be Cities because it's the whole hand thing.
It's a limb gun is the word.
That's Cities.
But I know for sure it costs me nothing. It's free. Anytime I get maintenance done, you have to get maintenance done once a month or once every 2 months. And anytime maintenance is done, I can swap out the gun, but the gun that I take off of my limb gun is not usable anymore.
This is Josh and Nick hard to work over here. Stop.
Right as I said, I trust Olive. It's fine.
This is going straight to butt
install.
Stuff. That's
install a super soaker, so every once in a while it just shoots him in the face.
Oh yeah,
all right. Where the hell
right
are we?
there.
Limb gun. Where's the limb gun? Right here. Range weapon implanted in the arm, tail, or other limb. Full reload can be accomplished as a main action. Limb guns can be used with the GunLink Cyber. Blah blah blah. They have an intrinsic +1 to hit bonus, in addition to whatever your bonus is. The maximum size of the gun is encumbrance 1, or encumbrance 2 for the arms, so no problems there.
Nope.
Different guns can be swapped in as desired during the system's monthly maintenance, but once implanted, a gun is useless for later conventional use.
Yep. So I can't use the combat rifle, which is what I have now.
So what we're looking up is monthly maintenance, because that's when you can do it. So implanted systems require regular repair, maintenance, and firmware updates in order to function at their best. Many items also require ongoing subscriptions to corporate service plans in order to maintain their licensed use of the cyberware. Operators find it simple enough matter to watch their identity details through widely available blah, blah, blah. These maintenance and subscription expenses add up to 5% of the cyberware's base cost, due monthly. The maintenance work itself takes a number of hours equal to system strain to a minimum of 15 minutes and must be performed by someone with at least a fixed 0 or a heal 0. So, yeah. You can just perform the maintenance now. Switch it out. It doesn't look like it needs a roll. It just takes time, but you guys
I have to destroy my combat rifle, which I will do.
Yep. Yeah, but there's more. You got more combat rifles in your armory, so.
Yeah, I don't care about God, dude. I literally took this weapon with spike thrower in mind. Like that is the sole reason of the limb gun was for the spike
So
thrower.
now you're gonna start. Now you're gonna force me into to think about other things, which is like how our planet's gonna react to a dude with a gun in his arm.
They don't know it's there until I shoot it.
Any inspection will reveal it.
That's right. I'll shoot the inspection. Boom.
Can we like pay for a permit or some shit?
Well,
that's authorized by the
it's not a
Federated Planets.
It's not a homogenized society in the sector. It's just every planet is kind of doing its own thing. Some of them think that they control more than they probably do, and whatever. And most of them probably won't care, honestly.
Yeah, that's beyond that. That's what I really wanted to. I wanted to get that sweet spike thrower.
So it's going to take. Oh my goodness! Excuse me. I think it takes 48 hours to go from one region to another region, and I think it's divided by your spike drive rating. Am I remembering that right, Derek?
I believe so.
Yes.
Let me make sure I got my times.
And pilot, right? Both take. Don't both take a factor.
Yeah.
You're piloting.
No, there's I have some foci actually relating.
No, you're you're a badass pilot, and we have a good spike thrower, correct?
So it's pilot mixed with. Where the fuck is it?
The base travel time for moving inside a region is 6. That's not what we're. The base travel time for moving between regions is 48 hours. And it's divided by the ship's spike drive. So 48 divided by 3, because you've only got a spike drive 2, but Derek makes the spike drive go from 2 to 3 because he's a good pilot.
Yeah, so because of
16,
my Starfarer foci, yeah.
Is 48 divided by 316? Is my math serving me correctly there? You guys don't know?
I don't know. Something wrong.
Not off the top of my head. I'm checking.
Hey, it's 16. So you guys, if you just head straight for the outer reaches of the system, you'll be there in 16 hours, and then you can blast off and head for wherever your destination is, which you only know one route from this planet, and that's back to Dell.
Yeah, right.
So you guys have 16 hours to kill. If you are just going to study manuals, go to your room and stroke your spike thrower, and all that. You guys can do all that. Mm-hmm. So Ainge can install, or somebody can help you install your gun. I don't know who that's going to be, Josh, but somebody can. In the time it takes you to get out there to the jump point. And the jump itself, the spike drill, requires 30 minutes to prepare. You can do it quicker, but you guys aren't in any danger of being attacked or anything. And also remember, when you're leaving the system, you don't have to go to a specific point. You just have to get far enough away from the gravity well, right? So if the sun is the big gravity well, then you just have to get far. You can go straight up or straight down, or any direction. When you enter a system, you always land at the same point. What?
Oh, apparently, that's functional base. I'm just like, apparently, I just like spam chat, and I had no idea like how I did that. So, okay.
I think every time you click on your things, it's
I roll unintentionally most of the time because I click the opposite of whatever you're clicking, and it rolls the dice for me.
Sorry. Carry on.
If you click the little edit button, it'll just bring up a little window that you can read.
That's what I did. So I'm just like, oh, why did it do that? So,
oh well,
okay.
I don't even notice.
No big deal. All right.
Most of the time, I'm not looking at the chat, so I don't even notice when that happens. So whatever. But at any rate, 16. Has anything happened in the 16 hours that I need to know about?
No, I mean,
No, I don't think so.
So,
Right. So 16 hours later, you guys are at the fringes of the system, and you're ready to make your jump back to. And I'm just going to go. I'm pretty sure Derek's going to make this one automatically, but I want to go over it just in case because we haven't done it in such a long time. Space travel. All right, space travel. Base difficulty 7. The rudder that you're using is less than a month, so it's -2, which makes a 5. And it's a +1 for every 2 full hexes, so that's only a +1. So 7 -2 +1 is a 6. You're not trimming the course and you're not rushing the drill, so you automatically make the drill. So 16 hours later, Derek says, punched in, locked, let it load it. Or, if you want to give any fancy words, Derek, now's the time.
Engage.
The spike drive makes the whole ship hum for a minute. In that weird sub audio level that you feel kind of like in your heart, in your brain, in your gray matter, but
yes,
only lasts for an instant.
Yeah.
Yes. It's just an instant that stretches into eternity, and then pow, you break through the membrane and you're into MES space. You've drilled down. Now you've got a 3 hex drill coming up. It's 6 days per hex, divided by your drive rating, which is 3, so it's going to be 6 days to get to depth. Is there anything you guys want to do during those 6 days? No.
Check up on Olive, making sure he's figuring shit out.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna. You said it was gonna take me like a couple of weeks in order to actually learn the ship, right?
Yep.
Hey, how's it going? How's it going
after
now?
about a week, you guys pop out in Dell. It's 6 days later. It takes from the time you left, from the time you started studying, from the time you get here, it's been about 1 week. So 1 week of that time has gone by. You guys arrive in the Dell system. I got it here. I got a nice, pretty picture. Oh, I thought it. No, this isn't it. Oh yeah, this is it. This actually isn't it. But this is the picture I have for the Dell system. Now, when you reach this system, oh shit. I was gonna say, I just had all these fucking papers. Where the hell did they go? I found. Okay, now, Nick, you're on the. Are you manning the sensors for this? When you re-enter the real space?
I guess I'd be training under our captain.
Yes,
I am your
our
captain.
Pilot.
Is it captain or pilot? Two very different things.
Captain, yep.
Captain Firecracker.
my captain.
Yep. Don't you forget.
So usually I just pressing this green button. Green button means go. That's kind of just what I do.
Yeah. Enhance.
The ignition switch.
Enhance sensors. Enhance.
And that's all I need to do. It's just pretty much everything just kind of works out perfect for me, and I just have to press this green button.
To the Mexico system.
Yeah, I'll just be learning from Derek, but also smugly correcting him on all of his ship terminology.
Right.
So, do you guys want to take any? When you emerge into real space in the Dell system, are there any particular actions or things you want to do? And if not, what do you do? Yeah. Yes.
Where is it in the... So where are we doing this delivery at again? Where is it going?
You can look at the sector map.
Yeah.
Nick knows. He can tell you.
Volgar.
Oh, I see it. Okay. All right.
The destination is the Berseba Mind Project.
All the way down in Volgarg.
Well, it's not that far away.
It's pretty far away.
It's a ways away, man.
You're in.
It's another like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 6 spaces away, so it's 12. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks away.
Say for me, I'm probably, when I'm not sleeping or jacking off to my sweet spike thrower, I'm
Okay, so
I'm just manning the guns. Like I'm,
okay,
if
so
it's like a scan I can do
I
from
feel
the
like you need to
guns.
roll for misfire on that.
No, I'm using the
Good thing you
offhand,
got
dude.
those
The
cyber
offhand.
eyes.
The offhand, dude. I'm using my lefty. I'm lefty.
oh, then you definitely need to roll for
No, you got to use
misfire.
your. Isn't your left hand your like fake one though?
No, my
We call
right
it the
hand.
stranger.
My right hand is my fake one.
What's
Yeah,
the
What if you
robot.
had? Okay, here we go. What if you'd have 2 cyborg arms?
I mean, that's the end game goal, dude. End game goal.
What you
So
should
at
have
that point, what's the name of the spike thrower? Do you have a name for it yet? Or
Do I have a name for it? It just
the stranger.
old Bessie. That's
old Bessie. That's right.
What would be a good name?
It's ironic that
Stranger. What's wrong with the stranger? It's in his left hand.
the spike thrower is in my right hand while I'm
Yeah.
jacking. I'm using my left hand because I got a gun in the right hand, dude.
Let's go over the logistics of this one more time for everybody watching at home.
I got strokes on the gun, but I don't use it to stroke, man. There's a difference. There's a
Yep.
difference.
Are you
What
sure
kind
about
of what kind of
I'm
oil are you
He's
positive.
just desk popping.
Positive.
Wax on, wax off.
that? Then bam,
It's
there's
either
a jam.
the left hand's a stranger, the right hand's the robot. It's bad either way. Like it doesn't,
Yep.
it's a lose-lose situation for me, really.
Did you say the right hand is the robot?
Yeah, that's the limb gun, man.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, right hand's the robot. left hand's the
Josh's
stranger.
picture that he has, that's the outcome of his face every single time. Just
Every single time.
just
found the
mundane.
name of it right
Limb
here.
gun load to the face.
Where do you think all the
I was
scars came
cleaning
from?
it.
That's
I was cleaning it and it went off.
No. So yeah, if I'm not
Are you
chilling,
playing with your limb gun in there again?
if I'm not chilling playing with my limb gun, I am I'm running. We're coming to a new area. I'd probably be on the guns. If there's a sensor I can run all the guns. Cool.
try not to
No.
jerk off on the controls over there. That's I think.
Okay,
won't.
so I'm assuming that from this point going forward, Nick is going to man the sensors even with his penalty. So Derek's going to be the pilot, Angel will be the captain, Josh, you're going to be the engineer.
I can
And
fly.
gunner,
I pilot.
engineer, and gunner.
When he says gunner, he means gunner.
No,
Yes,
I mean that I'm
gunner.
blasting as well.
Yes,
Oh,
gunner.
Yeah,
It's
that's
bad.
call
It's
it
bad.
Master Blaster. What? Master
Primarily
Blaster.
gunner, engineers. Okay. Yeah. So in combat, you can do both, but you do both kind of poorly.
No, I'm a badass gunner, dude. We're fine.
Yes. Sure. Now, what I was really getting at was you enter this new system, and it's not a new system; it's Dell. You've been here before.
We've been here before.
But
Been here before, boys.
what I was getting at was, does anybody want to do, like, you guys are just going to pop out and you're just going to start charting your new course, or is there any, like, you guys want to do anything else? You just want to ignore all the other things and just,
I would say just pretty much, keep on the mission from my standpoint. But that I'm not the captain.
You are the pilot, though.
I'm just doing what I'm doing what I'm
yeah,
told.
he's just piloting, and the
I
captain
feel
is
like
the one.
I am like the fucking lowest on this decision making. I'm either fixing the ship or shooting. Like I agree
with that. You're pretty low on the total decision.
I'm just here, man. I'm just here right now.
But technically, Ainge is the captain. So, like, if he wanted a sensor sweep, or if he wanted you to check the local network or whatever, because
what
you're
does
already
it
at the
cost
edge.
me? What does it cost me to being able to trim the course?
Yeah. trim the
Well,
sail.
it increases your target number.
Oh,
by-
I thought it
by
was pretty
two.
much. I thought I was able pretty
It
much
cuts down
kinda-
time. It does cut down time, but like it increases the target number of your pilot. Normally, you have to make a piloting room. I know that sounds foreign to you, Derek, because you don't have to make them most of the time. In fact, I think the only time you'll ever have to make one is if it's almost impossible, right? Like you get to auto make them if they're target number 10 or less, right?
Something like that. Yeah. I think
I'm pretty sure
right.
I'm pretty sure with your piloting ability.
Yeah, it's like 10. It is 10 or less.
You auto succeed at anything that's 10, or it might be 9.
I thought
it's
it was
9
10.
or 10 or less. So you don't have to make a check until it's like target number 10 or 11, which means you're going to fail. But you nail everything else. So it only takes 30 minutes to move on from here, except for the fact that you guys don't have enough. You guys only carry you guys carry enough fuel for one jump. So or for 2 jumps, and you just made one.
Sure.
So you can.
Going where? Where's our destination again?
It's like you look at Dell. There's like the middle, the Algossen. Below that is
Valgurk. What are we going down there for?
For the fucking bounty thing.
Brownie? What?
Bounty, the bounty thing that we.
Oh man!
Not the bounty, we have like the cargo that has to go there.
The cargo.
That's not a bounty.
We had to go murder people to get the cargo to go. It's a bounty.
You didn't have to murder anyone, Josh.
Pretty much, we always have to.
I'm just saying,
it's unavoidable.
It is unavoidable. It's.
He's got an arm that is a cannon.
I'm saying, dude. I'm saying.
He's a regular Brett Favre, that
guy. Yep. Taking donations.
Nick, is there anything you want to do as a student of sensors when you enter a new system? Is there anything you'd like to do?
What?
Sensor,
man. Give us a full...
Ange, will you be quiet? Just think, think The Expanse, think Star Trek when it comes to the sensors. Like, you can't do everything those guys can do with sensors, but as a general idea, sensors are very important on a spaceship because you can't see anything. Only way you can see anything around you is with sensors.
I haven't read anything about the sensors in this game yet.
I know.
I didn't think we'd make it this
far. That's why I didn't either.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's why I'm telling you. Just think Star Trek, right? Think Expanse. Like, think what would the people that are running the sensors on those ships, like, what would they do if they if they arrived in a new place? And they're on
I'd probably be trying to take stock of like spaceships that are surrounding the planet. If any of them looked anomalous, I would look for.
You enter way out. Right? You can't actually scan the planet from where you're at. Like, you're way out. If your goal was the Earth, you would enter the system out past Pluto. You see what I mean? Like, so you're a long ways away. As far as sensors range goes, they can scan your region that you're in, and the region that you're currently in is, I don't know what to call it, landing pad zone. I know I didn't clear anything up. I'm sorry. I was trying to. I think I probably made it much muddier. But basically what I'm getting at is, as the sensor dude, you kind of want to just like try to detect what's around you. Like, what do I see? What's near us? Are there any ships?
There could be all the things I just said.
Tell me what you got.
Literally everything I just said is what I want to try to do.
The thing is, like, you can't really do that, but like, if you do the area,
but like,
you can do
this is what you should be doing.
I was just trying to. All right.
I said in proximity of the planet, but like, just ignore the location. But like, that's what I would be doing on sensors, is looking at like ships that are close by, ships that like I have identifiers versus ones that don't, like that sort of thing. Looking for anomalous.
Please make a programming roll.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
are there any comets that we need to go investigate?
I guess I'll also look for planets or moons.
Yeah, we have any moons?
According to Captain Arlo.
How many planets are in this system, man? Do we have any?
You can look at the sector info under the journal, and you can click on the Dell entry, and you get all the information about. I mean, that's information you already knew. But checking the sensors, just in the immediate vicinity of where you're at. You see
A green thingy?
I see a green thingy, and there's a red thingy, and it's moving towards the green thingy.
I think we're the green thingy. That's...
uh-huh.
No, I'm sorry.
Stop repeating the ship, damn it. Mm-hmm. Don't give them both barrels. Fire full torpedoes.
And while you're at it, throw this at him, Tiger. That's...
Right particle, left particle, blue particle.
Turn it on screensaver 2.
I want to give Derek the kill signal, and then yeah.
I was just agreeing with you, like I know where the hold button is. That's...
Nick, you're not sure. You're pretty sure, but you're not certain. But you think there is a...
Not yet. Do it.
You think there is something out there broadcasting a signal to your ship, possibly?
Ambush!
Fire!
It's within the region, right? It's not down by the planet, which is, many light hours away. And when I say region, there's an infinite number of regions within any system, right? Because space is huge. And when I say this region, like the point of space where you enter this system from another system is its own region. And the first thing that you notice on your sensors is that there's really nothing here. Most places when you don't know this, but like most places when you drop into the system and if it's on a known route, there will be guns and missile platforms and all kinds of defenses there. That way if an enemy fleet arrives, they can blow them away right when they show up. But in this location, there isn't anything, but there seems to be you're not sure what it is because your skill level is not quite up to snuff, but something is beeping on your sensor screen and it looks like it's trying to send you a signal. And it didn't start right away. It waited. It waited. It took about 5-10 minutes before it started broadcasting. As far as you can.
Fog.
Yo.
There's a thing doing this thingy that's maybe trying to talk to us. I don't know what this is, but maybe a second set of eyes.
It's on the communications array.
It's on the communications. Someone trying to contact us?
Perhaps.
Yep. Maybe.
How do you receive transmission?
Just say, I will receive
Open
on
hailing
screen.
frequencies.
on screen. Like I said, think Star Trek, think Expanse. Okay.
I was asking Derek as like a in character. I haven't read that part of the manual yet.
Sorry.
That's why I said, I'm like, I think it's on screen, right? Is that? I look at the captain. That's what we do, right? Like
as it pops up on the screen. Oh.
So automated.
Sorry, wrong switch. That's
like the dude in Harry Potter that always fires the cannon right before. Never mind. Fuck Harry
Potter. I'd rather not, but
no.
So, Derek, do you look into it? Tell me specifically what you're doing. Don't assume I know what you're going to do.
The two of us are just trying to bring it up so that we can either like watch or listen to the message.
Yeah, Derek, you get a hold of it and you realize it is there's just something out there broadcasting a signal.
Is it repeating or is it just
it is a repeating signal and it's using a transponder code that you guys are familiar with. And it's using quantum ECM. And the code will you guys have the ability to decipher the message.
Okay, so yeah, it looks like it's something repeating. Looks like we can actually match up our relays to where we can be able to decipher it. So let's Let's go ahead and do this.
That was good.
Yeah.
You gave me a little turn right there for a minute.
I think we got to applause. Come on.
I don't think we even need to bypass any
there's
sort
a hug.
of.
There's a hug right there.
All right, bring it in. This is the captain's orders.
Just sit in the chair and watch as everybody group hugs.
Yep. Oh, no, we're getting in here too. Teleport him in.
This is real supportive.
You find yourself in the middle of a giant, disgusting man pile. And you panic a little.
Definitely smells a little bit like gun oil.
Starship oil.
That barrel has been lubricated.
Well, at any rate, do you guys want to listen to the message?
Yes.
Well, as soon as
I'm
we break,
not in charge of such
No, Nick
things. So
texted it through. Fuck it. He
As soon
just
as we
oops. It comes
break
up,
formation.
and there's a familiar face. Angel's favorite NPC pilot. Can anybody guess her name?
she's a wench.
Lily. She's not a wench.
Lulu?
Lily. Remember her? From
I
way back
remember.
when?
Oh,
She
I
does not look anything like what she looked like the last time you guys
Dude,
talked.
being so many chicks, he forgets what they look like, man. You
Well,
know,
Lily
just-
was the
I
one.
remember Hung Low, or wasn't that what's his name?
Lily
Something
was
like
the one. Well, if you be quiet, I'll explain who she is, and you might remember. Lily was the one who, way back when, Ainge banged her out. She was a captain of a fellow free merchant, and she was the one that was always like, she was trying to explore ruins in the mess system.
say it like that.
And she always was like,
It was
every
sweet.
time she'd go there,
Alright,
will
it was
you
sweet.
stop it? Okay, so she was like, you guys would drink with her in the bar on that space station, and her crew and other captains would always give her a hard time because she was always trying to explore these ruins in the mess system, and every time she goes, some like hilarious, bullshit thing would happen, and it would foil her whole plan. And she'd gone like 3 or 4 times and gotten nothing, and every time basically had the equivalent of like a blown tire, or something wrong. So she was never able to she was kind of a joke, but she was attractive, and that she wasn't that attractive, but that didn't stop Ainge. Ainge humps everything. He's like Riker. And yeah, so but before, she was this kind of semi-comical, I wouldn't say down on her luck, but she was just like everybody's, I don't know how to describe it. She was a fellow pilot, and you guys hung out in a pilot bar, and she had stories, and you guys drank together, and you were friends, and she banged Dane.
Yeah, as friends do.
Yes, as friends do. And
Did you say he wrecked her?
Right?
well, with his teleport and
Yep.
precog, he was able to really get the job done, I would say.
Yep.
But before, she just she just dressed like any other scrub pilot who had no money, but now she's wearing a very sharp black naval uniform with white stripes, and it's black and white. It's not zebra, it's not striped, it's not checkered, it's mostly black. It has white panels and white sections, and she's got like gold filigreed shit like on her lapels and on her shoulders. Like, she looks like fucking somebody important.
Join the Navy.
She looks like an admiral or something, and she says, "Greetings, the crew of the Illudium Q-36." And she winks at you guys. Wink. And she says, "As you know, I am Commander Lily." She gives her full name, which is like not Lily. It's something else. I don't remember. I have it written down, but I'm not going to look at it. And she says, "I represent the Mandate base from the system of Kar Zybana. And I am here to offer the crew of Illudium Q-36 safe harbor, and also an incentive. I think we have several goals that, what are the words I'm looking for here? She's basically saying we could work together. We have several goals that are similar, It's come to my attention that you are working to end the slave trade in the system of Dell and across the entire sector. And this is something my faction is absolutely 100% invested in, and we might be able to help each other out. So please, at your earliest convenience, come to Tsar Kaibana and go to these coordinates. What?
You mean Karzabana?
That's what I said, right?
He said Tsar Kaibana, but it's called
whatever.
Zaibana?
Whatever.
Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure.
She says, come to Karzabana and go to these coordinates and broadcast in this direction, this message, and we will contact you. And she says, I believe this could be an arrangement that could be mutually beneficial to all of us. And she says, thanks. And she gives like a flirtatious wink, and then the message ends. And it doesn't end, it repeats. It ends and then repeats. How about that?
I'll lean into the screen and go, thanks, but we're already on a mission.
Thanks, bitch. Thanks for nothing, bitch.
Not know how to actually send that reply back.
Just turn around and
well, it's coming from a beacon.
It's like, oh, it must have made an impression.
It's coming from a beacon. Now,
this is true.
I'm not one to tell my players what to think about, or maybe I am. But there's nothing here. Nobody knows about this landing point except for the Glittering Expanse and maybe a few pilots here and there. Apparently, Lily is one of them. And she's been lying to you, or maybe not lying to you, but concealing things.
Definitely lied.
But other than that, there's nothing on the scopes. There's nothing on the sensors. It's just blank, empty space.
Which one of these systems were we hunted in? I can't remember.
You weren't hunted in any system.
Oh, nice. That's what we want to hear.
What makes you think you were hunted in a system? You guys didn't do anything bad.
We got 2 murderers on this ship. Lots of guns.
What's this two
murderers, man? Come on, stop it. God damn it.
Eric and Josh.
Me? I didn't know.
I'm the captain of the murderers,
I've only
man.
seen-
What the hell?
I'm pretty sure somebody is looking for us, but I can't remember who.
I mean, there's 2 kids looking for the orphan maker, but
Oh.
Hey, that's the name of your gun, Wash.
Ooh,
That's
I
true.
like that.
Actually, no, not Spike.
The Widowmaker.
Shit.
Widowmaker, maybe. Widowmaker, maybe.
No, Orphan Maker is actually.
I mean,
Orphan
that one's-
Maker. Yeah,
Spike
that's
Thrower
even
was
better.
not the one that made the orphan. Well, maybe it did, but not that I know of.
The orphan throw.
The Orphan
Orphan
Maker.
Thrower.
The Orphan Maker.
The Orphan Thrower
The
was
whole
was the
world.
was the other one. God
Orphan.
damn it. That's
Well,
a good
whatever.
name, though. You're right.
No, whatever
You're
you
right.
whatever you call it, that's now what I'm calling it. That's a winner in my book right there.
It is, but it's inaccurate.
He hates all the orphans in the whole world.
Keep
right
telling
there.
yourself that. That's
I mean, I maybe made some orphans, but it wasn't intentionally shooting a mom in an alley.
this here is the Orphan Maker. That's
The other one was way
I mean,
worse,
that one
man.
felt pretty intentional.
The best part of that whole thing is you're not ever gonna have to get any comeuppance from that, Wash.
I mean, yeah, surely.
You will
Surely
never,
nothing.
you
Surely.
will never get any comeuppance.
it's
Man,
okay.
I tried
No.
to throw change at the kids, but it was all digital. So I said, sorry.
we gave them a grenade.
Couldn't even give them any money.
Give him a grenade. I gave him a grenade and I said, I'm sorry for your loss. And I left. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
I got nothing to give.
No, just my condolences.
I don't have.
Someone else's grenade. That's it.
Yep, that was just in character. That was good role playing.
Great role playing, even I'd say.
Alright, so you guys
Probably
got your
should have
message.
made an extra experience point.
What's next? What's the next?
I would say do what we can to care. Like my opinion.
I think we gotta go.
I'm speaking for Range, but I'd say carry on to Vulgar and then head back that way.
Well, we have to land somewhere to refuel.
Can't we just
How about
land?
over in,
Can't we actually just land at Karzabana? I guess we can do that.
We can land there, yeah. For
well,
sure.
if you look at the map, it's a little out of the way.
It's
It's
a
not like
little-
super out of the way.
We gotta go a whole 2 squares over that way.
Yeah, so if we go
Yeah,
to a
that's
car,
true.
that means we have to stop at Testicles here.
Yep.
No,
I guess we can
there's
just
a
go
line
through.
going from here to
Or
there.
we could stop at Testicles here and make our way to Volgrad.
Now-
here.
now-
I thought
hold
no,
on.
we can't go through. We can't go through Testicles. We have to go through
No.
Mardaskin.
No, hold on.
Oh.
Wait.
Hardassia.
Let me explain. Let me explain about testicles. testicles are radioactive. That system is hard radiation, hardcore, and most people don't go there. They don't have to. Now, arriving in that system at the furthest reaches of the gravity well, way the fuck out there, the radiation won't hurt you. You can land in you can land in testicles, and you can plot a new course to another system without endangering yourself. The only time you really endanger yourself is if you fly in, right? If you go down and you try to land on any of the planets, or you try to get any closer to the star system. And at that point, every like couple of hours you spend in that system, there's a chance that you guys like get fucked up from the radiation, because there's hardcore radiation flooding that whole system.
Captain's decision.
Nope.
There's lots of valuable things in that system. There's some of those alien ruins you guys explored were in that system.
All radiated.
I feel like we gotta
it's an exceptionally dangerous system that you only want to go into if you're really ready to take on this radiation, because the radiation will fuck.
We gotta drop off the cargo before we go.
Yeah, we're not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
So it's the one thing that can kill us.
That's my opinion, is that we still try to get to Volgurg as quick as possible.
The shortest route to Volgurg is Mardaskim, Volgurg.
We get to Mardaskin, we refuel, we get to Volgurg, we do whatever we gotta do, and then we go fuck up some alien ruins.
Well, okay.
That's the plan.
Yep. All right. So
we will.
That's my vote.
So now you're at the edge of everybody. So you're at the edge of Dell. You've arrived. You got your message. Are you guys just? If you're going to plot a course out, go ahead. Or just tell me.
Record that message.
Do we send? Should you send a message back, Ange? Just to.
There's nobody to send a message to.
Oh, okay.
No.
It was just a beacon broadcasting an encrypted message that only you guys could.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, never mind.
Surely he can send an encrypted message with a winky face back that only she can get, though, right?
Winky,
like, come on.
Well, you guys could leave a beacon here. You'd have to task a drone or something to leave behind as a beacon, and then if she came by this particular spot in this vast empty void, she might hear it. But otherwise, there's no way to send a transmission to her, because you don't know where she is.
That would be something that our sensor officer would have to.
No, it's impossible. Your sensor officer tells you it's impossible. You could just shoot a message off into the void, and it might get to Karzaibana in 1,000 or 2,000 years, but you guys will be there in 6 days.
I mean, knowing the sensor officer doesn't like firecrackers, it would be kind of funny if he was like, "Yeah, man, I can send this message totally fine." Sends it off into nothingness.
Off into the void.
Yep.
Where Sauron dwells.
Worse. Yep.
All right. Well, First Officer Vogue, get to drilling.
All right, I'll be here spiking.
Where are you going?
Mardaskim.
All right. Well, it's going to take you a few minutes to get everything, the ship aligned and all that. And in the meantime, just because you guys are out in the hinterlands of the system doesn't mean that you're totally cut off from communications from the system. So as you line up your next jump to Mardaskim, a few items filter through your computer network, and you guys listen for news, because what kind of you guys would be, that's something, what's going on. And some of the news you hear, you get some generalized broadcasts that I'm just going to read to you. The first one is a news report. It's a text news report, and it says, "The war on Anu Lakila rages on." Oh, I don't remember the name of the blocks. I remember the locations. The northwestern block is being pushed back on two fronts, while the southeastern faction regroups and continues to crank out resources.
Didn't we destroy like an entire faction of those guys with one
mech? We did.
No, you didn't destroy a faction. You guys were there at a battle for a point.
I remember we killed at least like 600 of them.
Yeah, you guys did. You guys didn't kill. There was a huge battle, and both sides got totally fucked up in that battle.
I seem to remember my mech kind of laying waste an entire platoon.
Yeah, there was a definite mech combat. I think I recorded this in our official logbook.
There was a huge battle. You guys were just one small element of a giant battle.
No, that's where you're wrong. We were a huge part of that battle.
We were tide changers. That's
okay. So the news station says Red Block is being pushed back on two fronts, while the Packery Block regroups and continues to crank out resources. Losses are high on all fronts. The Workers' Republic Alliance has sent out conscription ships to various far-flung systems in search of new volunteers for the wars. Compensation includes a new vehicle and full citizenship.
No. Wait, what was that on Starship Troopers?
No, it's real life. That's Ukraine. Yeah.
Service guarantee citizenship, right?
Sure, that's the one. Put your hand up against that, Waldy.
If you look at this map I just activated, you guys fought a battle at Raven Outpost. I still have all the troop movements listed out here. In fact, the guy that's going to help you, the guy that's helping you with the slavery thing is this guy over here in Tev.
A guy we already met.
Tabor. Tavor, I believe is how you pronounce that.
Yeah, Tavor.
Each hex is about 30 miles.
Derek, I don't want to hear it out of you, please.
Duke Tabor from the town of Tabor.
Tabor and Derek of Tabor.
Derek. Derek and Tabor get along miserly. Yeah, you guys were just there at the Battle of Raven Outpost, which was a big battle between Ellers and Packery Block. And Nick, I know this shit right here is. Does anybody want to explain the situation to Nick? That's not me. Go ahead.
Basically, we landed on this planet. We blew some shit up. We freed some slaves. We were badasses.
Oh, that's not an explanation.
That's the gist.
So pretty much. So each. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just give a quick run through. So
that's how I saw it. That's how my guy saw it.
Each of these blocks is just pretty much separate armies of slaves that just pretty much constantly are in like a perpetual war that fight each other and everything. And we were here to rescue a couple people that were friends of a previous crewmate.
Who was a dick.
He was kind of a dick. And so we rescued him and brought him back, and then they're continuing on like with a resistance to try to help bring the slaves away from this perpetual war from these leaders that are just pretty much doing it for damn near entertainment, I guess is what's that. That's
also we blew up a ship, we killed like 40 people, and it was fucking sweet. All I'm saying.
That was sweet. Yeah, so this plant in the system of Dell, where you guys are at, there's two main planets. There's Anulakila, or however you say it, and Algernon. And one of them is a perpetual war planet. And just like Derek was saying, like this planet has been gathering slaves from across the sector and implanting them with cyberware that forces them to be soldiers. And then they send them to the other planet where they just fight these meaningless battles just for sport for these fuckers on the other planet who have got way too much industry and way too much influence and not enough time on their hands. So they're like, hey, let's just fight a fake battle with slaves on this other planet. So they went there and they freed some of those guys, and that's when you guys decided, hey, let's do away with the slave thingy, the slave trade thingy. Okay, so anyway, that was a war report on the planet. Basically, everything is still shit, and the controlling faction on the planet of Dell, the WRA, the Workers' Republic Alliance, they've sent ships out, conscription ships, to various systems in the sector in search of new volunteers. Right, so slave ships, right, guys? The second news item that you received. On Algossa, the opening of the new Algossan Research Institute aims to take advantage of the system's extensive alien sites and glean further pre-tech advances. Expect exciting breakthroughs soon. Next news item. The Interplanetary Logistics and Shipping Consortium has announced an exclusive partnership with the government on PASS in the Oanor system. If you guys want to look on your map, the Oanor system is right there. I know that looks like a D, but it's an O. The system, the planet there is named PASS, P-A-S. So the Interplanetary Logistics and Shipping Consortium, or the consortium, they're the ones that occupy this area over here, the glittering expanse. They have announced an exclusive partnership with the government on PASS in the Oanor system to produce hard-to-find pre-tech components for general consumption. Their new inventory will go on sale next month on the Martis Trade Exchange. Martis is right there, this next system over from Oanor. The last news pickup that you get before all the coordinates are punched in and you're ready to drill. The Super Space Facility is delayed again in Valgor. Prime Chairman Taco, his name is Taco. I just never realized it was Taco until just now. Prime Chairman Taco faces a vote of no confidence amidst accusations of corruption, extortion, and nepotism. More to come. That's pretty much all the news you guys pick up in the hour or so it takes Derek to set the course and to coach Nick up on how all this is done and all the appropriate things. So you guys punch, you hit go, pew. And you have a 6-day trip in front of you to Mardaskin. Anything anybody wants to do in particular, or just keep on keeping on?
Keep on keeping on for me.
All right, the 6 days pass. They pass like any other 6 days. And you guys pop out in Mardaskim from Del. And you are immediately... Okay, what do you do when you arrive? You know what I would like to do is I would kind of like to establish, like, if you guys have a standard way, like when you land in a new system, if there's like something I can assume, like, what can I assume? Like, what are you guys doing by default when you land in a new system? Do you understand that? Do you guys understand my question?
I mean, yeah. I mean, for me, like, again, like, I feel like
you're in engineering.
Yeah. I'm kind of stuck. I'm at everybody else's will.
I would be kind of curious more along the lines of like sensor check for like static things.
Right, for sure. Like
stations, the style of stations.
So you enter a new system. One of the very first things you want to do is a sensor sweep.
Yeah, just like a very general sensor sweep.
Just a general sensor sweep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that seems like the best thing to do. You arrive in Mardaskin, and are you guys planning on spending? You guys just gonna instantly go to navigating to the next system?
We do got to get fuel.
This is your home system, and yes, you guys are out.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, let's stop right there. Or at least you're not going to travel any further tonight. I do want to do a couple more things before we. And that is, after you guys have spent So are you going to plot a course to the refueling station?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So you plot a course to the refueling station, and en route to the refueling station. I'm sorry, Ange, go ahead.
I was telling number one, plot a course to the nearest refueling station.
All right.
Engage.
Yep. You engage and you start burning. Along the way, you get some messages on your personal device. Ange or Aram, you get a message from your dear mother.
Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia, gotta get them.
Hey, mamma, hey, papa.
Shut up, shut up.
Hati sapere.
Little Giuseppe, how's my little brother? That's what we call locker room talk Twitch, okay? Great president. coined that term.
Your mother says, "I hope this message finds you in good health."
Mamma mia, I like it, mama.
When did you become an Italian?
Just now.
Dude, time, space travel does things to a man. All right, man.
I mean, Angel's picture does look like an Italian that has like 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, Italian that hasn't had enough pesto.
You look at the pesto. On the telesto.
Your mother sends you a message. Do you want to listen to it? Yes.
Yep, but not in front of these guys.
All right, you guys pretend like you don't hear me. She says, "I hope this message finds you well." She said, "Do you?" She goes on to just list a bunch of banal pleasantries, like royalty does, because you're apparently some kind of royalty, and she eventually gets around to her point, and her point is that there is a family friend, and his name is Max. He says he has picked up some work on a planet in the wastelands. He's trying to set up a robot manufactory for them. She says, "But oh, honey, you gotta." She says, "There is something I have to ask you about, and I'm sorry, but they've threatened him." Says, "Could you go down there and could you rescue him, please, sweetie? Please, please, for mom."
Where is this?
She says the system. She's not answering.
I know.
She says he was sent to the bad system.
No, not the bad system.
And I don't know what happened, but they've been sending us threatening letters, threatening to do all kinds of things if this or that isn't done or whatever. They're never going to get their robot manufactory set up. She says, "Your father, bless his soul, has asked me to ask you to travel down there and rescue him or solve him or whatever. Get down there and figure out what's going on and solve him." She said, "We really do need that business." She says that business down there was going to be one of our cornerstone businesses going forward. So that was her message. Josh, you get a message from Rex. Joshua?
I'm here. I'm listening.
All right. You know who Rex is?
Yes.
You actually don't get a message from Rex. You get an anonymous. You get you get a message from Feng Gui, right? Your patron, the lady that set you up in the ship and sent you guys on your way. She said, message from Feng Gui, and it's just a simple one-line message. It says, "Rex has been spotted on Onalawa."
Feng Gui. Wow, she better be writing all this stuff down as a royal scribe.
Yeah, one of you guys better be writing.
The royal scribe.
So did you see that system where he was spotted? Right?
Yeah, I thought it was a D, but it's not. It's an O.
No, it's an
O.
O.
It's the red planet. Yeah, I see it.
Now, there's Josh, or I'm sorry, Derek, you also get a message. You get a message from Tavik Roshik. Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Yes, okay, good, because you gave me that name. He says, "Hey, Vaughn, long time no see, oh my." He says, "While you're out there amongst the stars, business and life has been going on as normal down here." He says, "Say, since now that you're a big shot space pilot, I have a business associate named Paulus Ekim."
I'm sorry, where the fuck is the entry that I can keep this all in? It's not loot box.
I think it was in like contacts or something like that. Or contacts and information maybe.
I thought you were the loot. I thought you were the loot box bro, John.
No, Ange is loot box. I was called Alien Plug, but I changed the name. I don't remember what the fuck I changed.
There's loot box copy, Fox Notes, and contacts. Those are the ones I see.
Where the fuck is contacts?
Well, player info has contacts and information, like the very first one, and it has a long list of things.
That's it. That's the one.
That's
the one.
There's the other one at the bottom that has Feng Wei and Tavor.
Nope, context. So we had Rex was at.
Well, that was Derek. That was Derek's message. You didn't get his message.
No, Rex is mine. Yeah.
Oh, you're Damon.
I am.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I had him backwards. Yeah, Derek, you're the one where Tavik Roshek.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Hang on a second here. Tavik Roshek says, "Hey, Voss, it's me, your old boss." He says, "I got some work that you could do for me up there in the stars. Contact me if you're interested. Hope to hear from you soon. Bye." Click. That's it. Those are the 3 messages you get. You each get a message.
You guys share those with me. Can I take note? You guys share those with me.
And there's one more message that comes in about 20 minutes after you arrive. And it's a big general message that comes across the general comm line. On screen.
On screen.
On screen. Feng Wei. Feng Wei appears on your screen. You guys remember?
Yeah.
I have a picture of her somewhere. Well, anyway. Feng Wei, you guys aren't sure if she's human or a robot. But her image appears
this whole time.
Fills your screen, and she says, "Congratulations on finding your route to Pegar's system. You have been doing an excellent job of representing our interests in Andalphus Omega sector. I would kindly request a situation report and debriefing of your actions since you've been away. Because I have various ideas that could advance both of our goals in the short term." She says, "As a reward for your excellent work, I am prepared to offer some modest upgrades to your space vessel. And I also have some valuable information you might find useful in your hunt for in your hunt for slavers. In your hunt to destroy the slavers, the slave trade in this sector, which is a horrible specter." She says, "Contact me to set up a meeting as soon as you may." Okay, and we'll stop. That's where we'll stop.
What was the first one? I got the Rex, I got the topic, I got the general message. What was the first one?
The bad planet.
Oh, bad.
Angel's mom wants him to go down to the bad and rescue one of his family friends who's trying to do some business down there with rope.
Yep, bad idea.
Remember, Mardaskum and Algasa are like ground zero for robotics in the sector.
Perfect. I'll fit right in.
We can get some robots.
Okay, yeah, we'll
trade some robots.
I'm gonna take notes of these, but we can pretend that I don't know these things. But I like, I gotta take note of them. So
yeah, if you need,
I imagine we would all share this information with each other, but also I don't want to assume anything.
You might not share your personal notes. Like Derek might not want everybody to know that his crime boss Lord is contacting him.
For sure. I wrote them all down. So next week, if you're like, what happened? Maybe we have a way to remember the contacts when we got here.
We got to go down to Valgurg.
We still got to go down to Valgurg, yeah.
So the next thing is to continue on to Valgurg, and after that,
probably should. Yeah, so probably should also provide the status update to Feng Shui or whatever the name is, because that's the one for
Feng Shui.
Yeah, the one that's paying for our ship.
Well, have we done what Feng Shui wanted us to do, though?
Well, she just wanted you to She just gave you the ship and said go.
Just for a status update and everything.
Yep, she needed agents out in the sector, and so she just gave you a ship and said go. And you guys just go out and do your thing, and from time to time she's going to contact you and say, hey, remember you work for me, and do things for me. So that's what she's doing right now. She wants a sit rep, and she said she's ready to offer some modest upgrades to the ship, because she said you discovered the route to Pegaris. How she knew that, who knows?
All about the ship upgrades.
Yeah. And maybe some ship upgrades. Well, the thing, we're going to have to talk about that. But you guys, okay, so next time we're going to Valgerd, we're going to make the delivery.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you guys have you've got many choices in front of you. So you guys think about it. Don't decide anything right away what you want to do. Checking in with Fengwei is good. Checking in with the Mandate is good. Checking in with the dude back in Dell, the Breaker of Chains guy, the guy that's going to actually help you to bring about the end of the slavery, would be a good idea also. So. And also flying off to who knows where is also a good idea. So whatever you guys want to do. Nick, I want to apologize to you yet again, my man, for railroading you and talking over you and being a drunken asshole and all that.
You're good, dude.
I mean,
it's got to be a lot to handle, man. It's got to be a lot to handle. Like
D&D with a bunch of people who work in restaurants who are fucking savages. You just got to be like, dude, shut up. I'm trying to talk. Like, just shut the fuck up. That
is really kind of the expectation.
And it's not fair to you. But
it's not fair to you. But at the same time, you need to be like, "Hey, shut up! I'm trying to."
I don't realize.
You're not going to get. You're not going to hurt our feelings. You might hurt Derek's feelings, but the rest of us don't have them.
No, but I'm not trying to. You guys are also like getting into it a little bit more than you normally do, so I'm not trying to squash on that either. Yeah, there's just a balance, man. I gotta look into it as well.
When one player says, "I don't even feel like I'm playing," then that hits me. That hits home. Like I don't want that. I don't ever want a player in my game to say that. So if you say that to me, then I failed you, my friend. You know what I mean? And I don't want to fail you in this. I want you to feel a part. I want you to I know there's a lot about this system, Ainge, Josh, Derek, they've been around, they've done some things you don't necessarily know about. Anyways, I want to apologize. I'm sorry. Apologize for that. We'll be better in the future. I promise.
We're good, man. Don't worry about it.
I know I didn't offend you deeply, but
but for real though, like
I don't want to run you off. I don't want you to think I don't know if this group is for me. Like we're for you, bro. Okay,
we
are.
You. Hell yeah, we're here for you.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna shut down the stream here a second. All right, guys, you guys take it easy.
Chat.
Yep.
Thanks for watching us, boys. Don't worry.
Smash that like and subscribe. Donations.
Smash that money.
That's it. Hit it hard. Hit it like you mean it.
All right, take it easy, guys. Thanks a bunch.
Things off to